What up? What up? What up? Finally get a chance to get on the stream and show you guys some of the shit I've accumulated over the past few weeks. Get everything together. Bill Hicks, you're safe. What up, D? Welcome. Kind of just getting everything ready right now. Wait for a few more people. Make sure I have everything ready. Yeah, it's all good. Get kind of frustrated with all that, so no banning. If anything, I'll keep an eye on the chat, and if it's necessary, I'll do it. And if people can't be in the same chat, then guess they can't be in the same chat, and they gotta go. See if I can get someone else in here so I'm not sitting here just talking to myself. But for real, Bill Hicks, if anyone comes in, because you know how it goes, no, don't even talk about it. Don't even, situation that I don't even care about anybody's issues, situations outside of my chat. And we'll go from there. Ain't got no time for all that stuff right now. Legendary.
Big Sean, what's going on, bro?
What you got going on, man?
Shit, man, I was had to take a walk.
Cool.
Had to clear my head. My girl going crazy.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're on the East Coast, man. Yeah, it's cold out here too. It's like fucking 65 degrees.
Yeah, bro, it's in the 50s up here.
F that shit. I don't even go outside after it's under 60.
It's too cold, man. I ain't with all that shit. I was in Florida for too long.
Yeah, I finally decided, fuck it. I'm gonna get on this damn stream, show my shit.
You would get on here when everybody's sleeping and shit.
Oh well, less trolls.
Yeah, you got a point.
Shit, the video's gonna last, I would say forever, but we'll see how long YouTube likes it or not.
Right.
But that's the other thing, you know. I got my channel over on Twitch now.
Are you on Twitch too?
FE Frontline Soldier. Also got that the Flat Earth News Network that me and what was that is doing.
Okay. Might have to come
that's
over
gonna probably be like, yeah, it's gonna be like my that will probably be my main Twitch channel, the news network one. But I kind of want to, I want to talk to other bigger channels, see if they want to, when they're doing announcements and shit like that, have them post on that.
Man, that's what's up, man. More power to you. Get that truth out.
See how that goes. Yep. Starting to be a little different now that I'm starting to see it better. Starting to have reasons and explanations and able to not just say it. Feels good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of crazy shit going on right now, man.
Yeah, I'm down for all. I want all the unity, this shit to go on, but I don't got time to be battling back and forth with other flat earthers. To me, that's just unnecessary.
You know, it seems like it's more of that going on now than anything.
Yeah, all the trolls were like, "Hey, just back up. They're doing it themselves."
Every
Like
every
it's gonna be
fucking
all good.
stream,
Fucking
every stream I go on and shit, this motherfuckers arguing over stupid shit.
for one man, they're over there arguing about one person.
Hey,
But
bro,
fairness to me, shit,
I
you
don't get
rather
that shit.
keep it to yourself, and you don't have to fight about it. Shit, it's not like he's
Right.
not like he, just crushing something. There's a thousand, just a million flat earthers that say stupid shit. You don't have to talk about them. Shit, don't even bring them up. They don't exist.
Yeah, shit. I be feeling like it really ain't no point in being on there and shit, cause I don't never get to say shit. Motherfuckers don't never really get to voice their opinion or really talk about much of anything. It's more fucking arguing and bickering and shit. It's more of that shit going on than anything.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking realistically, if you don't like the dude, I mean, all everyone's doing is just putting his name out there more.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
I
What
look
up,
at it
Ed?
like
How you
this,
doing,
right?
man?
Who that?
Ed's in the chat.
Oh,
I'm gonna
but
send.
you talking about the BOB shit, right?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I look at it like this, right? I talk to people all the time, like when it comes to flat Earth and shit, right? And you might come across some people like if you just talking to them on some humble shit, right? And they'll be like, "Yeah,
yeah,
I think the Earth is flat," but they can't explain that shit any whatsoever, right? So I think it just comes down to the point where there's either people that are able to articulate this shit, and then there's people who aren't able to articulate it. And he just so happens to be one of the motherfuckers that's not scientific about it. But he may truly believe it in his heart, and he just don't know what to do. You feel me? But I don't think he's hindering the movement, or he's leading or misguiding, or I don't know for real. But I don't think that it's something that motherfuckers should be fighting and arguing over and causing
yeah.
separation with the non-movement. So I don't get that.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, shit. Everyone knows a bunch of flat earthers that don't want to even talk about it. But we're not gonna, you're not gonna make a 4 hour show about it.
Bro, I look at it like this, right? Like it's like we're a big ass team, right? Like we're a team for real. Like we all bring our own individual truths or whatever whatever we go through out here. Not everybody's gonna be able to relate to the same shit that we all go through, right?
Right.
So like what Subtle bring to the table is unique. It's his experience, what he go through, but you can't expect no Mark Sargent or no Patricia Stead to recognize that struggle, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
They're not gonna be able to recognize that struggle at all. You feel me?
Or
And
shit.
he can't
Who your
recognize
audience
what they
is.
talking about. I look at it like, look,
Yep.
man, you got your motherfuckers on the team that's Dennis Rodman that's gonna have to go get them boards. Gotta have a point guard, you gotta have Jordan, you got Bruce Sanchez out there, he the leading scorer. You got Big Dre cleaning the glass up. We all got our roles, you feel me?
Yep.
Oh, we all bring what we bring to the table and it's unique in its own way. And that creates the dream team.
Exactly.
But all this
Exactly. How you
fighting and
doing,
shit.
Ed?
What'd you say?
How you doing, sir?
Oh, just
Big Ed,
Ed.
man, you
get
been
off
missing in
work.
action, bro. What's up with you?
Oh man,
He do it. He does it right. He pops in, pops out, pops in, pops out.
All right, he ain't got time for that fuck shit.
yeah, all that panel stuff, all that ain't. I'm not with that no more. It ain't what it was.
You've been
And
around long enough, Ed. You know where you can go and not have to deal with fighting, and where you can go and it just be chill. That's what you just stick to that. Don't let them bait you.
It just gets to the point where when I be on panels, it's crazy. It's like I talk about science and math, and I guess everybody believes science is fake now. So it's like, fuck it, let me just stay away.
You gotta
Shit.
go off something.
And it's
Same
crazy
like
because I found
Yeah,
flat Earth. Like most people, they seen some videos and they got the concept and they argue the concept. Like I found flat Earth. I've been had my own mind about certain things, and now it's like all that shit is fake. You can't even. There's no common ground to have a conversation no more. And
you
it,
can
like you
be.
said, it is tough to get a
You
word
need someone that
in panels now.
has like a view of everything, because then you can no matter what. Now it's a globe. You get the flat Earth version. You get the globe version. It makes thinking about how you're gonna figure things out better. Because you can get sucked into a one sided thought, and you won't even see the other side. Like I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine doing research. If I didn't still have my feelings on how things worked, just because I'm flat Earth doesn't mean I'm gonna just be like, okay, everything else I thought is just gone. I can't do it.
right.
But like that's why I got this stuff set up right now that I was gonna show today. Pushes me a little further to the proof in my own mind extending that I feel it's a flat Earth. That's what I feel like everyone needs to start doing if they're gonna either way really. Should I'd invite more globe and talk to more globers if they were like, hey, this is what I got. This is why I feel it's that way, rather than the regular bullshit.
They feel that way because they
But
got a
yeah,
high school diploma.
yeah, exactly. That's why I like you having because I don't give a fuck how you think it is, globe or fucking flat. You got
And
input.
that's the thing. Nobody
Some
even know what the motto I think of what the globe is. They don't know.
no one. Let's keep it real. No one knows what anyone knows. They only know what they hear. Like I think it's a flat Earth, but how I think it's a flat Earth, no one knows until I let them know, and they don't even understand until I can understand how to say it.
I still can't picture the motto that everybody go by in my head. Everything's still a globe, no matter what.
On a lot of things, it's like that, but at the same time, they're like the stuff I'm doing. Like I'll show you guys in a second. I got like pictures and just different things like I've observed that that make it a little easier for me. Because at the same time, when I think of a globe, I still think. Remember back in the day when I was like, if it's a globe and you're on the bottom of it, shouldn't gravity be more? And how does all that like that kind of stuff doesn't make sense to me. Like I think you explained it to me, but it still doesn't make sense. And it's kind of one of those things. When I hear fucking guys talking about trying to explain gravity and how gravity holds water, it still sounds like atmospheric pressure to me. And then you say atmospheric pressure to them, and they act like that doesn't exist too. And it's like, but it exists.
First
That
thing
shit
first,
real
water
slippery.
holds on to itself. Like how they talk about
Well, yeah,
how a ball can't. I mean, yeah, how you say water can't be on the bottom of a ball, or you can't spin a ball and water still be on it. Yes, you can. Happens every day. If you drink something and it goes on the side of the or whatever your cup, it's gonna go to the bottom and it's gonna hang until more water comes down until it accumulates on the bottom. Then a drop is gonna come. So it does.
same time you can't do that with a large amount, but at the same time you can't say, well, you're trying to use a large amount without the same concept of what they're saying Earth is. So you can't really test it that way either. And things like that is like, okay, well,
Yeah, because it ain't no spin involved.
that's why I can't say
You can. You can take
that's
a
an experiment that doesn't
basketball.
work.
And the thing, like when we talk about the globe, people don't realize when you talk about that deep, the water is just covering something. It's not. We talk about the 73%. That's just the land that's over the water. Now there's more land than water underwater, so it's just a little bit of water. Like you think about it, if it is a globe, it's a little bit of water. Now, if you have a ball and you drench it with water and you spin it at a certain rate, the water will hold on to the ball because you're not spinning it fast enough to throw it off the ball. Just those little
But at the
things
same
that.
time, if you use the ball though, you
But
would
I'm just
have to
saying, just hear me
use. You
out.
would
Just hear
have
me out.
to. Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
two
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
things, what people say can't happen, how I explain does happen. For people to say that doesn't happen, yeah, it does happen. I just explained how it happened. And for them to like push it as the end all be all, it kills arguments. It's hard to have a scientific argument where I just explain how that shit can happen. And it's like, no, that shit is fake. There's no common ground.
But at the same time, when I'm thinking of that experiment, I would have to say, if you're going to use a ball, you would have to use the same. So you would have to have an atmosphere on it with the same volume of water for the same volume of your spear. When I
We live
mean
in a
that would
fractal
be
world.
an actual
Everything could be
experiment.
broken down to
Well,
everything.
scale.
Yeah, but that itself doesn't change what's happening. To say it needs that, well, if you're on Earth doing it, you have the atmosphere. So the whole point of it is just for
Yeah,
it
but
to
it's
happen, just for you to have a
but
ball
if
and
you
spinning. Go ahead.
but that'd be like that the basketball trick where they spin the ball on your finger.
That's what I'm talking about.
To do that experiment, yeah, but to do that experiment, you're basically spinning a ball on top of a ball. Even then, the atmosphere is not going to be the same.
But see, you taking all this way to another thing that can never be done. That's what you're saying. It's like just the whole point of them saying, "Can you take a ball, spin it, and water be on it?" Yes, you can. For them to say, "Do water hold up under things and hang and don't fall?" Yes, it can. That's the whole point.
Oh yeah,
Argument.
yeah. But see, I'm not
I,
trying to use that
I'll
as a flat Earth
say this
argument
one last
either, though,
one to get you.
because
Let me say this one last one to kind of get you what I'm talking about. They'll say, "Why doesn't the water spit out in space?" Because the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour, and something needs to be consistently 17,500 to leave, so no water won't spin out in space. Stuff like that. Like I be sick and tired of hearing that shit. People on the panel with
well,
me,
see,
this shit
that
be
doesn't.
killing
You
me.
can't use that mainly because that'd be like saying flat earther would try to use that. You can't because then you'd be like saying, well, how come the water doesn't evaporate off the flat Earth? I mean,
That makes no sense.
we're in a contained system no matter what. Water evaporates into clouds, right? Why doesn't it evaporate
I don't
into
get. I don't
space?
get. I don't get what you mean. I don't get what
So
you're going with
you
the
said
question.
as if you're thinking of it as a globe, and flat earthers say if you spin it, how come the water doesn't expand out into space?
Because
Well,
it's
if
not
you're
spinning
going to go
fast
into
enough
those
to throw it
terms,
off. That's the whole point.
I just don't think if we're talking on a globe side, it'd have to be something completely different. That's why I would think they would use gravity or something like that, not
I
just
think you're
the
missing the
spin part.
concept. I think you're missing what I'm saying. What I'm talking about is arguments and what they imply. To say why doesn't the water fly into space is because to leave anything to leave Earth, it has to be traveling at a consistent 17,500 miles an hour. If we spin 1,000 miles an hour, it needs to be spinning 17,000 times faster to leave. It's just arguments that people doesn't really think about that they just say. I see that shit and it's killing me and it's getting me more and more and more. I don't know if it's because a lot of people just it's open panels now and people just got a chance to like I guess be on the internet and I fucking feel like they smart, but the shit is like it's shit crazy now and it's just crazy. It used to be a real let's talk about this. Now it's you know what? that's fake because I can't prove that. Well, damn, just a couple months ago, it just be crazy. I'm not a flat earther. Fuck that. I argue 8 inches
Well,
per
I
mile
see what you're.
squared. Flat earthers will give you things the same thing as the globe that you can't prove and argue that shit down. And it's like that when I came and I seen what people was talking about, this model of flat Earth is the most what's the word I need to use? Understandable. And just because it is the most understandable doesn't mean it is a fact. And that most of half this shit is just changing your perception, making you think because a lot of this shit we can't prove. It is a just to say, you know what they're saying they can't prove. So let's come together and make that point. It's getting to the point where flat Earth is telling you, and then it all can't go together. It can't be a infinite plane with an infinite dome. A dome surrounds. So an infinite dome is a globe because it's not going to stop. It's going to curl back into itself, and we're usually going to go over and over and over. So that don't work. The different continents never seen. The ice wall. That's something people just have pictures of small little area. It's not. My thing is space, the sun, the moon, the
But at the
theory
same
of
time,
relativity.
you can't get a you can't get a full picture of Antarctica if it wasn't a wall either. Because and if you could, it'd only be by NASA.
So, like I'm saying, it's a lot of these things that, and it's crazy because when people used to act stupid, I used to kind of like help them with the arguments, but it just gets to the point where I don't believe that shit. I'm gonna let them motherfuckers argue that shit.
Well, that's also where I feel. I mean, I feel it's a flat Earth, and I'm at the point now where it's a flat Earth isn't enough. And no, you prove it, Ed. Isn't it doesn't work either. I'm at the point now where if you feel it's a flat Earth and you're on a panel or you want to talk to someone that's a globe and tell them how you feel, you should be able to have your points of reference, your research, and the feeling of it. When it comes to me, I don't believe there's a dome. I can completely understand how
It's the
the
atmosphere.
vacuum of space in our atmosphere it doesn't need to be like a fishbowl. It doesn't have to be like that.
Most of the different
But I'm
concepts are
also
beautiful, a beautiful mind, they beautiful thoughts. They just you can't get past you grasp what they're saying, and it just gets to
well,
the
that's
point
also the
where
other thing.
you just need
But
some centering. There's no centering in flat Earth. It's you got to think our way or something wrong with you.
see, I don't think that at all. If I thought like that, I wouldn't do my research. I just go off everybody else's.
That's what everybody do. Most of
Yeah, that's the problem. That's what I'm. I don't care. I'm a flat earther, and if you're another flat earther and you ain't got something, I I don't really want to have a discussion about it because all you're gonna do is be telling me something I probably heard on 17 other channels. I want new shit if it's like that.
and it's sad to say a
Shit.
lot of the channels just are good. They know how to argue other people arguments. And
Well, see, that's why I like D Marble because D Marble isn't he doesn't want to argue with nobody. He's one of those guys that out there actually doing things like that. That's kind of why I have the whole idea of flat Earth and how I wasn't going to be willing to do any kind of research at all and present it. I I wouldn't be I wouldn't be streaming right now.
Shit, you got a point
Like
though, man. It is like that a lot though. It's like a lot of people is like, you gonna take it my way. And then, if it ain't this way, it's you crazy for thinking something else.
Well, see, that whole thing we were just talking about, legendary. With if you don't think it's my way, then I can't fuck with you. And it's like, well, of people that only think like you do, then who's a follower and who's a leader?
Oh yeah,
As
I
far as
would
I'm
say you already
concerned, I want
know.
to be around all leaders. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I know. But I'm just saying though, when you think like that, where you're like, hey, if you don't think like I do, then I want nothing to do with you, and you against us. It's like, well, how the fuck are you gonna think like that? I'd be more worried about someone who just is like, yeah, boss, yeah, boss, yeah, boss. You know what I mean? I don't want no one like that around
yeah.
me.
Yes, man. Shit, man. You already know. I think some old off the wall shit. I'm my flat earth.
Hey,
When I came to the flat
if
earth,
you
that
guys
shit
didn't
took
take
me
off the wall
left.
shit, think like that, then I would, I was just been stuck to whatever I was thinking and not even doing research. I would have been like, well, shit, fuck it. No reason to look around. But there's a lot of
Right.
shit that I'm completely different because I'm actually, actually looking at it, actually doing the research and doing that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Actually, let's go ahead and I'm gonna screen share some of this stuff. Let's go over the first one. Um, about a week and a half ago, I did a nice little hike. I'm out in the mountains right now, so the area I was hiking, I was like, it's called McCain Valley, and it looks out over one of the deserts out here. Pretty cool damn hike. I like it. Um, yeah, found a fucking logo design, so now I'm got like 1,000 logos. It's fucking crazy. Um, this is like basically the edge of our mountains looking out east. Um, easier. Looking out east, the mountain that the arrow's pointing at, that one is 47 miles from where I'm standing, and luckily my pops he had a badass camera. It has a leveling sight on it, so basically that level that the red line, eye level from where I'm standing. I have it written down, and I can't believe I don't have it sitting in front of me. Is elevation? It's 600 feet taller than where I'm standing in the picture. So for me, at 47, do the math real quick. I was going to do the math and just write it down, but I figured if I do the math while everyone's here, it makes it a little bit more feasible. So it's 6.67. Damn it. Just drop my fucking phone. Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to do it on a piece of paper, and I'm not doing your way either, Ed. I'm just going to do it nice and easy. You didn't show me how to do it with decimal points, so I'm not going to do it.
But one thing that kind of like trumped the whole curvature argument for me when it comes to the globe is that
What's that?
damn all the amateur balloon footage, man. When they
Well,
go
see,
up
here's the thing.
120,000 feet, bro, and there's no curve.
Yeah,
That's kind of
there's a
like the
lot of
nail
things
in the
like that.
coffin for me. No,
They
no, no. I
they
was
everyone's
saying
like,
like,
well, how high do you have to go to see curve? And NASA, first NASA was like 90,000 feet. 1,000 feet, we'll
right,
get a balloon and we'll take it up. But then you got people going, I see curve on a plane. How do you see curve on a plane? But NASA says you can't see curve for 3 times higher than that.
right.
So
Then you go, you got people
like
going
I
up
said,
120.
yep. So like I said, this mountain's 47 miles away from me. We'll times that by 0.67. That's the curvature of the Earth that they say. So that mountain should be 46 feet lower than my eye level right there. Calculate the numbers, but I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing it at about 600, above my eye. That top peak right there where the arrow is. So then you think, yeah, I was thinking, well, shit, that's 47 miles on our Earth isn't that far, and I don't even have any pictures that's going to go so much further that it's crazy. But I mean, I was actually closer. This is my good. This is the one right here. So the mountain behind where the line's at, where the arrow is, that mountain is 97 miles away from me. So 97 times 0.67 for curve. That puts it at, that mountain should be 64.99 feet below my eye level line. If at the curve, things like that make no sense. It was a pretty hazy day, but back in here is C, which is 110 miles away. But I could see it. I could see it if I zoomed in enough, but then you don't really see the distance value of it. And it's just stuff like that that when I think about it, it's like, okay, well, how can something that far away that's supposed to be lower than my eye level by that point be above the point it calculates at? And like I said, because the
No, go ahead.
go ahead. I was gonna say because I have the elevations for both mountains too, but that's how I know where the elevation, the top of the mountain should be. That's how I marked out my horizon line, theoretic horizon line. And that's the other thing a lot of people don't realize. And check all this stuff out. Your brain and your eyes, the things they do and make you see what you see and observe. It's not just cut and dry. It's not like you look at something and that's what it is. Your brain takes it in, jumbles it around, figures it out, and then that's what you're seeing. But there's so many studies that show that if you believe you think something's a certain way enough, it'll almost your brain actually will almost construct to whatever you're thinking, and that's what you'll end up seeing. Because when you're looking at this picture, and I tell you that the mountain's only 35 miles away, but literally it's within 10 feet. That point is within 10 feet of elevation of where I'm at. But when you look at that level line, it doesn't look like that's where it's at. But what you're not realizing is see these two weird layer looking areas right here? It's a vertical, but you can't tell in my picture. That's a huge slope that drops down to here.
Yeah, I don't look like none of that shit.
So it was like when I was taking these pictures, I was like, okay, those are the type of things you got to realize too. That's why I liked having this level line, because if I didn't have it, all I could really show you is my elevation and that elevation and go, well, it doesn't look level. It doesn't look like it's anywhere lower than it should be, but just the way it is. I'll show you some other ones. I'll just do it towards the end because I'm not sure if it'll lag me out. But my main thing was these bridges. That's what I wanted to really wanted to get onto, because this right here is the Golden Gate Bridge. Say again?
I said I'm about to crash for a couple minutes, man. I gotta get up and go to work in a few. But I'm gonna definitely check this out when I wake up, though.
All right, brother.
Thanks for stepping by.
All right, man. I'll catch y'all later, man. All right, fellas.
Now, for this one, it's a little. I had to do a lot more lines to kind of make it so I could explain it better. But where the arrow is, it's about middle, and there's a rise in the middle. That's for weight distribution, so that cars and the tug of the lines, all that stuff doesn't bow down and snap. But more importantly, I can zoom in a little bit on it. Screen sharing. So I'll double check real quick. Am I still screen sharing it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what happens is when you're doing elevation, the elevation points on here, if it was on a curved earth and they had to adjust for it to be on a curved earth, your elevation lines would still be different, as if you're rolling off of something. On here, obviously, it's a straight line. It's not no corks or bends in it. It shows that both ends are obviously engineered at the same elevation. Even if they were engineered on a curve, you would see that curve. Like, you wouldn't be able uh, to build at the same elevations without having a mound on one side and a deep ramp coming off the other side. Um, so when they said, a lot of people were saying they put this notch right here in here where it raises, and that's the curve. But also the problem with that is the redux. So when they're measuring it, where the arrow is, it's 220 feet off mean high water. Mean high water is basically on a high tide. If you measure it off a high tide, it's 220 feet from bottom of the bridge to the top of the water. And the same thing over here towards the towers. That's 120 feet on this side to mean water, and it is also 120 feet on this side. If it was a curve, it would, and the water bent, it would be completely different. Um, and with this, it's 1.7 miles, so there would be something to measure especially when we're working in tents, as we do in surveying. Um, so when we're working in tents, even at that point, we would see at least a point 0.8 or 0.8, which is at 8 tenths. And not sure if you guys know what tenths, but that's roughly about 7.5 inches difference. Um, had a guy another day when we were looking at this, and he was trying to tell me that these towers are actually put in to show curve. So, which means the bridges can be as level, but they're curved, and the support is off these towers. The problem with that is if you leaned the towers at all, 746 feet towers, you would obviously see the bow in them, and there's zero bow. Was it? Let me see what the distance is. The distance between the two towers.
I have a question. I don't know if you can get the answer from me real fast, but on a ball, where your perspective is, you are the top of that ball. So if we're
Mhm.
the bridge is on the top of the ball. How far away would the two towers need to be to actually be the same height on the ball? You understand what I'm saying?
Or you mean be a different height?
No. Mm, well, uh,
Well, see, so okay, I see what you're saying, but the problem what everyone's not realizing when you're so imagine this bridge isn't here, right? And they didn't do any grading on either side. If you put the whole thing up and just put it straight down, it would either sit sideways just because of the land, because nothing's just round, or you know what I mean. Nothing's just straight flat. It has to be engineered. Um, but at the distance of this bridge, it would have the towers. Both towers would be sitting at maybe 4 tenths to the outside of where they are right now. So this straight line, the vertical lines, wouldn't match up at all. They would be sitting outside of it as if it was a V, like a
yeah, yeah.
very
I know.
closed
I'm
off V.
saying to put it. Imagine if like it's a circle. Imagine if you had a like that straight, just straight up, and it's a line.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's a mile. I'm retarded. I'm high. No, no. If it's 8 inches per mile square, a mile each part would be 8 inches down from each other, and you can put that straight up. I just answered my own question. Never mind.
That's basically what you can't do those measurements to check it, but it's with these you're do very easily. That's the whole point when they're putting these towers up and the support cables. You can't put support cables up a lean on one side greater than the other. It would snap the other side, and if it was that way, these these cables on the inside, they would have to just be straight across tower to tower to support the angle in which they're at. Doesn't support those towers, from staying vertical. They wouldn't need the footings on these are 33 by 54 feet and 389,000 cubic yards of concrete to pour. I mean, they'd have to use 10 times more if these things weren't verticals, straight up and down.
That means they'll have to pour it at an angle the whole time.
Yep, and they'd have to use 3 times as much concrete to support the heavy end. They're not only are they supports, but they're also the anchors. Because this bridge, it has float in it. You don't really see it, and you probably barely even feel it when you're on it, but it has a float based on the tides and winds, earthquakes. I'm pretty sure they got a few videos on YouTube. If you type in Golden Gate Bridge earthquake, you see that the bridge itself is almost independent, not independent, but it floats inside the towers.
What do you mean? It's like it gives itself give. It's not as firm as you think it is. It has a loose.
Yeah.
It has when.
Yeah. So
it can maneuver itself independently on different parts of it to give a sway, so it won't. Because if it's
independently
solid,
of
it will break.
Yeah, if it was solid, it would snap. Because the second these towers move, it would take the two ends, the admittment ends, because really where my cursor is, this is where the bridge stops, right here on the left side. That's where the bridge actually stops. These are admittment ends. That's what brings it in. Those would have to roll if it was on a sphere. So during an earthquake, the towers, they move with the earthquake, but the bridge shifts sideways and up and down independently of those towers. And that's why if you go over a bridge anywhere on a road, you see that gap where the bridge starts. You see that gap, and that gap is a thick metal pads that sit in there. So even if it does move, it slides on those pads rather than concrete on concrete. And the best way to explain the curve up in the middle of this bridge is if you see a 40-foot flatbed truck driving around empty, you'll see the exact same bow in the trailer
on the hump in it,
to support weight. Yeah, it supports the weight. So if you could put enough weight, because this full of cars wouldn't do it, but if you put enough weight right here, the best you're going to get out of it, it would drop to level. It wouldn't drop below it. That's why the bow's there. It gives it more strength.
And imagine a truck, if it's so heavy and the thing drops to level, imagine if it hits a pothole or something.
Yeah, exactly.
The jolt down will break the back end of the truck. So it has to have that. It has to have that little bump in it, so it shows the weight capacity. It shows it can't go this far. Other than that, it will just fall and break. You won't know until it breaks.
Yep. It's kind of like if you built a chair without supports in the middle, it would snap in half. Well, without supports,
like
if you have a chair that bows
and you sit down and you feel the give, that's what that is.
Exactly.
If it didn't have that and you sit down, 100%. It would just break.
this bridge, it's kind of a hard thing to really get the concept of, but this is a continental bridge. It's actually almost 8 miles, 8 miles long. But obviously, this is just a depiction of it. Um, it's built the same way, except for it has. I think this one is 44 anchors in it. So every one of these pylons is an anchor that drops down. I think it was 35 feet, if I remember correctly. Um, but that we have the elevation point of 40.8 right here, and on the same distance on this side, 40.8 at the green arrows. Um, that's tall tale sign that there was a curve or not. Um, it would be a difference. The ends here are at a 2.295% fall, and those couldn't be. It couldn't run evenly. So whereas on the right side, this one's a positive 2.121, whereas in this one is a 2.295. What you don't see on this is those actually kind of turn. So they're turning away from where we're looking, yet the elevations on the sides don't change, which is how we know that it's not a curve. If this turn here curved, the elevation would have to drop dramatically. So over here, right before the turn, we would be looking at a 28 to 25 foot fall just to make that turn and still be going straight. Not to mention these the anchor points, basically that they drill in and pour into. Those would have to be at the further out you went would have to be taller, not the observation of smaller like you're seeing.
And they wouldn't be straight like this. They'd be at an angle this way. Then they
It'd be
like.
it would look completely different, and that's the observation of it and how they're also built.
You said that's 8 miles, right?
Yes.
It would have to be some type of
So
angling when you get further out.
yep. So where that 2 point that percentage of fall, I'll calculate that into. So we'll go 8 miles. Well, let's find out what 8 miles is. So we know 5,000. We'll say 5,234, I believe, is a mile. Could be off by a couple hundred feet, but that ain't gonna kill nothing. Times that by the 0.67. Get at 8 miles, we're gonna get. Oh shit, I did that one completely wrong. My bad. So 3, 5, 2, 3, 4 plus 8 or times 8. Damn. Then we'll times that by 0.67. That would be that percentage with the curvature and the mileage added into the negative 2.295. That percentage would have to actually be at about a 3.63, which is a huge difference when you're coming into percentage of drainage. In fact, you can see it right here. This arc, these arcs are at 2.325%, and you can see how much bigger of a top it is than the ones out on the outside. That has to happen because if you don't have this bridge drop at the ends on the bridge, the water pools up in the middle. Then you go center sag, which is basically what happens if you don't have an arc bridge. It sags because of all the water. You have to have outlets on it. Make sense? Should probably I always forget to do it, but chat has any questions? Because I know you guys kind of. I know we got some Globers in here now that may want to ask some questions. Bill, you still here? Cool. No banning anybody. We're not banning anybody at all. If you have a problem, I'll find it and I'll see it and I'll ban them myself. Okay. Moving on. Okay, I think that was all the bridges. That we can kind of just go into that or something else for right now, and then the the survey part of my life. Yeah, but those are just kind of the things that I was observing, and I knew I always knew that they said that with the Golden Gate, especially, they use curvature to they had to add curvature, use geodetic surveyors. I actually got an opportunity to talk to one. Basically, the difference between what I normally do as a plane surveyor and what they're doing as geodetic surveyors is where I'm laying areas out, doing my topos in a triangle. A geodetic surveyor does it in a square. That's the only real difference.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so like we were just talking about the things you observe and research. Those are the type of things that I research them. I have to look at them both ways and figure out why it would work and why it wouldn't work on both of them. So with that Golden Gate Bridge, the they use amendment ends, which is basically a separate piece of the bridge to make it match out. But if it was a curve, those amendment ends would have to be at the same. They would have to be at extreme angles to account for that. And you can't have those lifted up with dirt to look level without seeing it off to the sides. And the Golden Gate Bridge is completely level all the way across. The two amendment lines. So you can't use that theory on that bridge. Now there are thousands of bridges everywhere, and I can't do them all. So I can only find certain ones and do them at a time. But those were the first two I came across and wanted to do the info on. Um, I got another bridge, the Whitestone Bridge in New York, but that bridge is a funny bridge. It's a suspension free float bridge. So doing the ideas of how it works is kind of hard because it's one of those bridges where the ends, instead of going straight down into land, they actually like holes and kind of has a hard bank turn on the back onto the highway, and you don't use any dirt. So once you take the dirt out of it, it's less of my interest. Those little things, like I said, I got a bunch of other stuff, but now I'm trying to, like you just saw how I had that in like that PDF form, trying to get my ideas out more structured like that, where when I'm talking about it, I know what I'm looking at and I can go up and down on it. Um, with everyone's who was telling me, I think actually it was Dre Mattis and Marlena were trying to explain to me when we have our tides, there's the lull in the middle. I forget what it's called, where there is no high tide and no low tide, um, or any information on it. But as a surveyor, I don't feel I need it. Um, I can show you this. I mean, unless you had a question or wanted to go out, talk off what I just showed you now. Otherwise, I was going to show you the survey stuff.
Oh, you know what? Well, fuck it. Just the challenge. The challenge
Huh?
is, well, they don't even know nothing about tile. Damn. What then the challenge is to you then? Um, use tile and give us circumference of the ice wall. I give you something to do.
Say it again, 'cause I don't think I heard the whole everything what you said. I heard you say the towel part.
And find the circumference of the ice wall.
Well, see, that's the problem. On even if I'm doing the surveying on a globe, the distance I would need to calculate it and have proper elevations would take close to almost between
No, go
about
through the
15 to 20.
what's it called? They have records of Captain Cook and other people going.
See, the problem I have with those is, well, I would definitely do it if I could find his original writing, not his original writing, but a copy of his original. Because a lot of people, what they do is they interpret it. It's like the Bible. So when I watched the Richard E. Lee stuff, or what's his name?
Yeah,
That's his name? Or I just make that up. But you know what I'm
That's
talking
not
about.
what you're talking about.
Basically, like, people keep interpreting what he said is that there's an ice wall, or they use that as a infinite plane. And as far as I got is Antarctica's fucking big. That's what I got when he said that. So I unless I can get his original writing and actually see what it is, then it's hard for me to do it.
You can Google some of the figures and numbers, and all you do, you know what the magnetic north is, and you take it from there, and oh shit, excuse me.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But see, for me to do that, I have to verify that the map I'm using is accurate enough to use. That's I can do that here in San Diego, but it probably take me a few weeks because I'd have to fact check mileage on a map with where I'm
Matter of
at.
fact, you can do it on the globe. Do it this way. Take the start from the North Pole on the globe and just draw a line all the way down to Antarctica and use that line.
See, that's the thing. You're still using,
Use the globe.
but like I think I was explaining to Jamaican Titan the other day. So currently, so we know what a mile is, but if you look on any map, you just pick up a map and you write. If you calculate and you draw a straight line for 1,000 miles, that map may not be completely accurate. It could just be an observation map. So you need to know where the five freeway is to compare it to where the 15 is and what city it's next to. Maps are wonderful, but I've found that a lot of maps don't have exact mileage. The distances aren't exact, and you can get that from a map that's you know 5 foot wide by 4 feet tall. It's going to be a different scale than one of those little magazine size maps. So you basically have to verify it through its scale. This is for
God
me to
damn,
go
use Google
outside.
Earth or something.
Huh?
Use Google Earth or something, goddammit.
See, that's the problem. I have to verify that. So, and the only way for me to personally verify it, I have to do it in mile
I just want you to
increments.
do the damn problem, motherfucker. You just trying to find somewhere you're not gonna
No,
do
no,
it.
I'm gonna do it.
And now
That's
y'all,
what I'm gonna do.
he's basically what you're saying, y'all, is if he ain't got the numbers he feel comfortable with, he's not gonna do the math.
Yeah, exactly. So until if I can mark out a mile, when I survey a mile, and then I survey that same mile on the same map, that's when I know my true mile. Then you can go from there. To go to Google Earth and just go line to line, that don't work. First of all, to do that, you're using a crow's mile, and that don't work either because no one walks that. You can't walk over mountains like that. You can't fly.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you what I mean.
Actually, do that because that way I'll do my version and you do yours, and we'll see if they're off.
It's not being more of a. It's to do the problem, then you can understand the problem, then you can get better figures. I just want you to do the problem. Just finding you a way to just finding you a way to apply a tile. That's all.
Oh, I'm good. I'm trying to have kind of ideas of how to apply it, but I yet I haven't gotten through everything, the simplifying to apply part yet.
You just use it on a two-dimensional object like a stool. If the Earth is flat, you use it on the Earth. Pi is more better for a three-dimensional object.
Okay, I see.
Think of it
So,
this
yeah,
way:
I think I'm.
the
So I
reason
think I'm
why
still looking.
pi is better in a three-dimensional object because you're using the diameter, and you can just twist that diameter any way around, and it's the same ball. And the radius
Mm.
is the center point, and that center point you just do around in a circle. It's flat. You
Well,
understand? Is it better?
that's why. Well, see, think about it this way though. That's why when I do my surveying, I do it in a triangle, so I don't have to do a circle.
But you have to use a circle if you're using tile. I'm just trying to put your mind in that
No, no,
concept.
okay. Well, instead of doing the circle, or imagine putting the triangle over that circle, so you'll still have your 2 points on the ends, and then you'll have your far point. So instead
How
of
will it
just making a
equal up
circle,
to 6.28? It won't equal up.
oh yeah, it'll still do the same because it's the same circle. I'm just simplifying the circle basically. Actually, I can show you. Hang
I understand the
on.
concept you mean, but then you're taking that circle away and you're putting angles in it.
Yeah, it still works. It's basically why surveying uses circles, because if you have a circle, if you're using a circle, you can only have 2 points at a time, or if you're trying to find a straight line, better yet, a circle is, a triangle always gives you that straight line you're looking for. I do this because this is basically how you have to do it. The triangle is always a circle. You're still in the same circumference.
But then you're not doing tile.
No, no. Well, watch. I'll show you. You'll still be able to.
I understand the concept. I understand everything you're saying, but then you're not doing
Okay,
what I'm
better
trying
yet,
to have
that's
you
why
learn
I
how
have to
to
figure out
do.
how to use it.
You're trying to manipulate, and it's not going to work in a sense like that. I have seen people on different things. I'm. It's not going to work. Okay, I'm trying to put you in the
Well,
mindset to
I gotta try it.
to
I gotta
apply it
try.
because, like I say, you're putting angles to a circle.
So, damn it. So when I'm doing surveying, circle, right? But this is how I use the circle. Instead of finding out my circumference of everything, this is my circle.
Like I said, I understand it. I understand the concept. That's not the math that I'm trying to have you do, and it's gonna be impossible to do it that way.
Well, because tau, where you use pi to find this or find this
What you're doing using that is pi,
right
one
now.
end to the other. That's pi.
Yeah,
Tau is using the radius, the center point, and going around.
and you have to find that center point and get around.
Say it again.
If I use tau, I'd have to find my center point, right?
Uh huh.
And then theoretically find this line, or let's do it this way, make it easier. So it's my center. We'll say that's my center. I'd have to find to here this line, but that line's not good enough. With tau, I have to find. I would be finding the back line, right?
No, 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 no. That is it right there. That's it.
But then where do you go? But how do I know if where's my straight? So
What
if
you
I
mean
want
with
a
the
straight
straight?
line, so I don't know how to explain it.
Tau is
See, this
using
is
the
where I get stuck
radius,
at it.
not the diameter. So you're using the center point to the edge. That's what I'm trying to get you the concept of understanding what it is. That is what you're using. And all you're gonna do is find your circumference with that.
Okay. It's okay. This was so. Well, anyway, could be will be
If you
considered
put that,
straight
if you
like that,
take that
right?
line and you bend it like my finger, it's gonna fit 6 times and a little bit extra around there, and that will be your circumference.
Like this.
No, if you to take that off, what you just did, we put it back to what it was in before, just the radius. If you can take that radius, just imagine you picking it up as that line, and you bend the line, and then you have 6 of those lines. You can fit it those 6 lines around. It'll be that circle with a little bit of edge left, and that will be the point. Was it 2831? The whole thing of tile. Now pi is you using the diameter, and if you take that diameter and you do that same thing, it will be 3 times with that little extra little bit would be the 0.1415.
The problem with that is there has to be an easier way. Otherwise, I'd just be doing the same measurement in different directions to make sure I'm going straight. That's like the whole point.
I
That's
don't
the
think
whole
you
reason
understand the concept.
when.
That's why you're saying what you're
But that,
saying.
yeah,
And that's why you're still trying to put this damn thing on. It's not going to work that way.
because if I do like this, I can shoot 3 points instead of six. See, I don't understand tau
That's
enough to
pi. That's the
apply
whole
it.
point of the 3 point something. If that line that you're using, it takes 3 of those and a little bit extra to make the circle.
But then that would be like saying, um, that'd be like trying. That'd just be more points. Now I'm just confused at how tau is simplifies it for if it's not a
I
circle.
just because you're trying to use shit in that don't belong, and you're trying to make it work. It is not you. It don't go that way. Okay, we're
But this
talking
is basically
about
what you.
we're talking about a circle, and no matter how many times you put, what you're doing now is using pi. You're using one straight line across. Now you're using that straight line as an angle. That's one bar across. That's pi. You're using in a sense that is a diameter, in a sense. One line
Yeah.
across to the other. I'm trying to stop you from using the pi mindset because that's why you're using this triangle. You're using the same thing as pi. That triangle is the diameter, and just how
Okay,
you
I see what
spin
you're
it
saying.
around, you can spin that around in any direction, 360 degrees, and it'll be a circle, a ball, like a basketball.
Yeah.
That's why they use that for the Earth. Now, if the Earth is flat, you want to use tile because you're going to the center point and you're going around, and you can't flip it up and do a circle. I mean a ball. Meaning it's flat, and you're gonna know the circumference from the center point, which be the North Pole, and going all the way to the ice wall, and that's how you do it by tile.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna get on that a little bit later on and do what you're saying. I have to constantly do it. Yeah, otherwise, it doesn't really make sense trying to just think of it that way. But I see exactly what you're saying. But I'm set in the triangle version of surveying, so that it doesn't work if I do it the other way.
But then you're not doing the math.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I have to I have to see it on that
Anytime
little
you try to
program.
change it to fix what you wanted to do, you're not doing the math.
Yeah, well, then
It's
it's gonna
not
take
gonna
me a
come out
definite
any
while
way
to.
you think it's gonna come out. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
What up, Cynic? You want to come on in, or you just gonna hang out?
Say what?
What's going down?
Guy in the chat that he has a pretty cool channel. You guys should check it out. The Cynic. They just talk about crap. uh, but he's a cool dude. Just wanted to see if you wanted to come in or not. I'll send you an invite if you
Man,
decide you want to come on in.
I'm about to pass out in a minute.
Van.
Yeah,
Because
it's
you're a
hitting me
pussy, Jay.
now. It's hitting me right now. I
Say
spent
what?
1,400 boxes today. Shit, it's hitting me.
Damn. I coached and made kids run all day. It was great.
Right. Right.
I
You should
got
not be tired.
and then I got my that's something I can talk about. I got my first parent complaint. I got a kid on the team who has just zero skills, and basically so much, and he cries a lot and has to pee like 3 times a practice. So what happens is I'm focused on the game, and he may sit on the sideline a little longer than everybody else. Well, his mom sent me a nice little letter saying that he wanted to quit and blah blah blah. It's like, oh
Quit.
man, I
He's
don't want to deal
weak.
with all that crap right
He
now.
told his mommy he's not good. Teach him how to play chess or
Oh
something.
no, it's that obvious. She knows. That's why she calls him her little gamer, like video games.
Yeah, that's what he should be doing. We're gonna get hurt.
Hey, hey Cynic, you're not coming up when I do the invite. I'll see if the other one will, but I'm not seeing it on that one. I think we had this problem last time.
I wish a midget would be yelling at me, talking about, do this, do that. Sean, I exposed you earlier. You saw that?
Jay, you in my world, baby. You want to
Huh?
watch yourself. I said you in my world.
Is that right?
What happened? I missed it.
Oh, doesn't realize he's gonna get booted out of my hangout. Oh, I know where. I'll send it. I'll do. Send it to your Twitter. You'll tweet a. Yeah, the guy in there, the cynic. He's like what I like to call a conspiracy denier. He just thinks all conspiracies are lies.
That's what a conspiracy is, a lie.
Yeah, but all of them. That's a lie too. Then
So it's
I
a
never thought
lie
about that
squared.
way.
He squared the lie.
Yeah, I never thought about that. So cynic, do you believe it's a square lie or a lie squared?
Yeah, he squared the lie. You got to say it that way.
Now he just has a whole new something different. That's what I want to do. I want to do a panel. I want to bring his people that he has on that that go to his show all the time because he has actually a pretty good show. I think what do you got, like 7,000 some subscribers? Basically, but it'd be the fight of the century. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and I send it to you, Cynic. Yeah, so then he's like, if it's a conspiracy, it's not true.
Yeah, it means it's a lie. That's what this conspiracy is. No, it's not true. You're right.
I don't like that. So I can mute Jay, but I can't unmute him because I feel like he has his shit muted and he's just sitting there talking shit.
That's crazy. There's the whole little debate scene is over with, and that's one reason why I jumped on. We debating with people. I don't want to. If I ain't got nothing to say, they're muted. I'm gonna start singing the Reading Rainbow theme music. A Darkwing Duck,
You're
something.
an asshole, Jay. If you do that shit again, I'm gonna boot your ass. I know I'm gonna regret doing this.
Damn, I remember the Captain Planet one and all that. I'm a soldier.
Oh, there he is. How you doing, man? You can talk. You don't have to be scared. Oh, unmute your mic.
It's not muted.
Damn it, Jay. I'm gonna kick your ass out if you did something.
No, it's not muted. I just heard something else in.
Oh, why I gotta be me?
Because you do shit like that.
No, he muted his mic.
You make me want to punch you. Try it again. There you go.
Why you gonna mute me? Hello?
See, there's this guy named Jay in this panel right here who thinks because he can hit that button, he's allowed to. But what he doesn't realize is I got his eject button sitting right under my cursor right now.
Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah, that is. Hey,
I told you, you're in my world.
Hey, I got a sword now on Twitch.
You feel special? Just remember that.
So hey, I don't need the socks no more.
I know you don't need socks, but your feet are kind of like sandstone. If I were you, I'd put them on. Some lotion too.
You know what, Sean? I'm about to put that exposed. I'm about to put that exposed. I'm about to put that in the comment.
In the back chat?
Wait, actually, yeah, I'm gonna put it in the back chat. I don't think I let you. I didn't think I let you.
It won't work because I kicked you. Now you can't even get in the back chat, asshole. There you go. That's how I roll. And Cynic, he's like one of my best friends on here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right.
So with the mics or something.
I didn't.
I would never.
I don't even know what was going on there.
You are, dude. I'm telling you right now. You are by far the only person I know that has ever just denied it as many conspiracies as they can.
See, no,
like
okay.
I think you believe some of them are conspiracies. You just want to say they're not because you want to have that track record.
If anything, it's just because I want to annoy the shit out of somebody.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
usually take the other side, but that's not true. That's not even true. But if I would do an argument, that's the argument I'd go with. No, because you act like conspiracy is like a bad thing. Conspiracy just means it's more than one person, planning to do something. It's not a negative thing.
Well, the ones I focus on are negative.
Okay, right, because there are some conspiracies that are absolutely true. Operation Northwoods.
Yeah.
There's a heroin, like a hotel, or no, it was a hotel where they ran a prostitution and they gave people heroin or acid or LSD or something.
That was part of MK Ultra.
See, and yeah, I think MK Ultra. That was an attempt.
Yeah,
and at one time,
it was an attempt.
Well, they tried to control minds. You can't. That's a
No, see, that's
conspiracy.
the problem. So the guy, one of the agents that were on the case, he was actually killed jumping out of a window
Okay.
in L.A.
Right. He went
And
crazy because
so,
they gave him a bunch of drugs, right?
yeah, then what's that dude?
I've
Lee
seen.
Harvey, the dude that shot Kennedy. They think he
Yeah.
was on it,
Yeah. No,
You actually
that's not.
believe he shot him?
huh?
You actually believe he shot him?
Yeah. Oh, I think.
I mean, maybe you
Yeah,
can.
I think he shot him, but I also think somebody else shot the other way.
How you get the ballistic shit off his hands?
Oh, they got stuff for that, and even if the FBI or the secret agents or not secret agents, the guys that protect the
Secret Service.
president, the
Secret Service.
Secret Service.
You know what you're talking about. You know, we ain't gotta be out. We know.
All yeah, all they have to do is say he had it on his hands. Dude, they said he was killed with a bullet that wasn't fired, and they got away with it. It's just in a book still.
Let me show you some real fast.
It's crazy.
Well, Kennedy did want to get out of, was it Nam at the time? And that was about the same time the whole Operation
Have you ever read one of these before?
No. Well, see, that's Cynic. That's what happened. He's the one who shot down. Was it the Bay of Pigs one? No, Northwood. The one where they were going to do their own. They were going to do the 9/11. He's the one who didn't. He wouldn't sign it.
Yeah, it got all the way up to him, and then he was like, "What? No, we can't do that."
No.
So
I don't think Bush knew. I think Cheney knew, but Bush is kind of stupid.
Yeah, with the 9/11, that's what's so good about these kind of conspiracies, because you might be able to convince me that our government knew and they're like, we just won't say nothing so we can get it. Because Cheney he seems like a fucking devil, like a true demon.
Oh yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. There's too much evidence, in my opinion, to say they didn't know. I mean, this can't even be a coincidence.
What's the evidence?
What happened on 9/11?
What's the evidence that they did know?
One part is the $3.7 trillion that was in Building 7.
What?
That's just one. Okay.
Well, no, I don't understand that. What do you mean?
No, he's talking about the day before when they couldn't find the money. It wasn't in the Building 7, but I know what you're talking about.
No. Basically, there was. So we knew there's a debt. We know, and the government announces the debt and everything like that.
Okay.
They announced 3 days before 9/11 that we were 3.7 million or trillion in debt, and we couldn't find out.
Debt. It was they couldn't find where the money was at. It wasn't the debt.
Well, it was. They couldn't figure this out. 3 days later, 9/11 happened. And that's where all the records for all this was at.
Well, the records are online and stuff too. I mean, I'm sure there's other.
No, hell no. They don't put that shit on. They put that shit in a file in a safe.
No.
You can go online and check that.
Dude,
some of the records had been recovered. That was on those discs. And that's how we know about it. But
well, you'd be talking about
a little ring of truth to it, but it's not as like he said. They have the records. There's other records. It's just that the investigation.
It's not online. Put it that way.
No, hold on. You're talking about the books, right? You're just talking about where money goes, right?
That's
the records of
where he's more talking about the investigation of where this and where that is, and other things that's not on record yet. There are a lot of I think it was 17 major investigations that had to do with money and the government that was going now. That there's no records of who said what, where, when, how, shit like that.
Okay, and here's the other part, Cynic, where Building 7 had that paper trail, basically, and just reminded me, the Pentagon just so happened to be in the same offices as the Tower 7 or Building 7 at the Pentagon, FBI and the CIA.
Okay.
You've seen the videos,
Wait,
right?
hold
With
on.
the Pentagon.
Was the
Yeah.
Pentagon
Go
an airplane or was it a bomb
I believe it was a missile.
or a missile? Okay. Yeah. Well, okay.
Well, it wasn't a plane. There was
They had a lot of plane parts there, buddy.
no, they did not. They had almost. They
Yeah.
had
No.
one piece.
It was two pieces visible. All other pieces was the size of this and smaller.
Okay,
So
I've
it wasn't.
seen.
it
I've
wasn't-
seen conspiracy theory like documentaries and stuff where they debunk it, and they show pictures that you usually didn't see. I understand that you guys will pick these pictures and see you can't see anything. Let me see if I can look that up.
Yeah. I show me, please. I would love to see plane because the plane that went down in Pittsburgh,
Well,
that one disintegrated and was completely gone. They said that.
yeah, you're not going to see a plane, but you're going to see more. You're going to see evidence of a plane.
No, they said
Okay, yeah,
the
the
ground
Pittsburgh
swallowed the
one was
plane
0.
whole 8 feet under the ground.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh had 0, no clothes, no body parts, no plane. And it's hard for me to believe that the Pentagon only had one camera, and then they used a camera from the gas station across the street. Oh, we're gonna get that. We got to go slow for Cynic.
Did you say Pittsburgh?
Yeah, the plane where the people took the plane down. You remember they said they took over the plane.
You don't gotta go slow for him,
Yeah.
man. I'm not retarded.
I know, but I like talking shit.
Oh, okay.
Jessica gives you a hard time, but
Really?
I feel like I can give you like an asshole part, like be really mean.
Oh, that's fine. As long as we're on the same page and I do it right back. And
No, you do that when you're on her with her. You leave
well,
me
yeah,
alone.
because oh yeah, I'm a dick. No, I'm a dick. Okay, so how much of a plane do you expect to see?
Yeah,
Tail.
debris. I'm not expecting to see the whole wing. I just want to see some kind of debris that counts for planes. They say hit them.
Over 90% of planes, the tail is always there because by the time the kinetic energy is damn near gone and the tail is what's left.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah, but you also see pieces of stuff, and the Pentagon one.
I'm just saying something big that's when
Yeah.
you research plane crashes, you'll see.
Where's all right, like this?
How the tail. The first day you seen was the tail on the ground.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like a safe landing or anything. I'm sure it went nose first.
That's why the tail would be there, be visible because all the kinetic energy and went through the plane, and the tail is the last thing left.
Oh, okay. So you don't think? Wait a minute. Oh, this is real.
If it slides,
No, you guys
it
think it's
blows
real.
up.
You think this one is real?
Huh?
The Pittsburgh plane crash was real.
No, I'm saying what would you see?
No.
I
I know what
think I
you're.
would see a lot more. I don't think that.
Okay.
That doesn't seem right to me. That seems
I'm
like
just saying
not
something
enough.
big, visible. You can say, "Oh, that's a plane," because you see the tail.
Okay, hold on. Who agrees that the plane crash in Pittsburgh was real? Like it actually happened?
But that's the one there was no debris though.
Okay, so is that you don't believe that happened? I'm asking a question. That's all I'm doing. Okay, and how about the other guy? I don't know your name, buddy. What's your name?
No, I don't believe in
Ed.
it.
Okay, so neither one of you believe in it. Okay, the way you were talking is like you believed in it. So this
I'm
picture.
showing you. My thing is, if it was real, what would be there?
Oh, I have
Then
no
I'm just
idea.
saying
I'm
what
not.
they said it happened.
Yeah, I'm not a plane crash expert, and this happened.
I'm not either.
16 years ago. So I have a guy. I know a group that actually is really into conspiracy. A friend of mine is. It's her dad, and they're really cool guys and fun. But yeah, this conversation I've had, and it's. Some of them say like the plane didn't even crash into the building. And then
That's kind of hard to believe that something so thin and fragile will go through something thick and dense and come out on
oh,
the
you
other
gotta be kidding
side.
me. That's a bullet. That's a bullet flying in the air. That's not a that's
Like I
No,
said,
no. So
I don't
the
understand
same
how
thing a duck
something
can take
so
out.
hollow and basically a $50 million Pepsi can. Think of it like this: you can shoot a bullet in a person and an animal. It don't hit a bone, but it has an indentation. The reason why is because the bullet is traveling so fast that the force of is giving the bullet the speed is stronger than the molecules that's holding it together. So when it hit that soft body, it's gonna have an indentation on it. So for something so soft and something so thin and fragile to go through something so thick, the plane said basically the plane went through. I can argue the people are alive in the cockpit. They can be in grave condition, but they're alive. It just the only reason why they died because the motherfucker blew up.
okay.
So
You're
it
saying the
doesn't.
airplane was thin. That's ridiculous.
How is it
Okay,
ridiculous when it's hollow? You know what thickness and density is?
Do you know what speed
but see,
is
here's the
in a
thing.
bullet shape?
Wait. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
And
saying.
a building,
We
windows
That's like
aren't
We
saying
that
was on
thick.
something.
that's like saying you need a can.
We was on something together, and then you threw that away and went to something totally different else.
What are you talking about?
Thickness has
That's
to
like
do
saying
with density.
that's like saying a Pepsi can can go 500 miles an hour and go through a brick wall.
That's basically what he
Because you
said. That's
do
what it did. It went through brick wall and it
cement,
went through
cement walls.
metal and
Why?
steel and
No, that's a terrible analogy. How is a
Why?
Pepsi can
what?
and an airplane the same compared to a
Because you
A
brick
do know
wall?
bullet's faster than an
Hold
airplane,
on.
right?
Let me talk, right? And a building that is or a brick wall is compared to a building with glass
well,
windows.
there was some. It was
What
cement
do
and
you
it
think
has
the
steel.
glass has
Also has
so
steel
good?
structure.
I gave
Sure.
you an analogy,
I,
a real life thing, a bullet hitting a soft tissue. Then
okay,
I showed you how something way less denser that has no comparative strength busts through something like it is what's some like water. Like it just went through it. Like and you said that's a dumb analogy. I don't know what else. I don't shit. Y'all can go ahead and talk
did I
shit.
say it was
Okay.
dumb?
How
Okay,
would you?
Those are your words. Dumb.
I thought I said ridiculous, but okay.
Dumb,
Then,
ridiculous.
oh,
What's
but
the difference?
here's my good one. So it happened to be the same day. You know, we
Wait,
have
wait, wait, wait,
planes
wait,
that
wait, wait,
obviously
wait, wait,
protect
wait,
our
wait. I
borders.
gave some science behind mine. How did the airplane go through the building like that? Then
Stop
Man,
baiting, damn it!
I'm not sure
You
how
both of
to.
you, stop it. We're not fishing. Okay,
No, go.
my
It's
part. Yeah, hang on. So for me, my smoking gun is basically. It just so happens that we have. Okay, everyone knows we have fighter jets that protect our borders. They just so happen to be on the other side of the United States doing a mission practicing plane attacks. So the same scenario as 9/11, but just on the other side. And when they usually do these training, they usually take 2 squadrons and one stays. It's just for some odd reason, all three went this time.
yeah. That's why you could convince me that the government knew.
Okay, well that's the other thing. You do that too. You come across like prove it to me, but you already believe it. So
No, well,
there's no real argument
well,
behind
well
it.
on this conversation, yeah. I'm gonna agree on stuff. If something makes sense, I will agree with it. I don't.
What was it?
Guess what?
Oh, the
It
weather
doesn't
one.
change my. It doesn't change my life either way. It really doesn't. I understand you guys
It
are
will if
really
you work in
against.
a World Trade Building.
Well, of course that would, but I don't work there, so I'm not really invested like that. I can be the
Well,
outside.
in
Well,
5 years.
no, because this is important. I can be the outsider looking in at a problem and an equation and figure it
Mm.
out without really caring what the answer really is. And I think you
Yeah.
guys are really you're
That's actually what I like going on your show for, because you're able to do that,
yeah.
and it pisses Jessica off when you do it too. So it's even funnier.
It pisses me. Hey, you guys aren't like the only group that does this. Every group does this. They have their thoughts, and this is the answer. And
I
maybe
didn't
I
give
did.
Oh yeah.
you. I gave you what science said. I didn't give you my personal thoughts. I don't have I don't have a group that I go with, and we all say the same thing.
Okay, and that could be true. I'm not trying to pigeonhole you in there. I've seen you on here a lot, so forgive me that when you see somebody on a board, you usually go with they probably.
Oh yeah, he's not a flat earth. He's not a flat earther either. He's an Ed.
I've seen that. He wasn't.
Ed rolls how Ed rolls.
Yeah, we're a lot alike. I mean, I'm like that. I just want the right answer. I don't really care what the answer is. If it's not going to put food on my plate or keep my electricity on.
And then most of the time during it, people start asking me questions, so I give them answers. But I ask questions. I come on YouTube because
I'm actually pretty excited about the next time.
Smarter than me, and they can tell me where I went wrong by not believing that we live on a ball. That's all. I don't come on here trying to act like I'm smart or no shit like that. I just know a lot, and I just ask questions.
Yeah, that's a great way to
be. What I'm waiting for, Cynic. What I'm waiting for, Cynic, is to go on you till you stream again, because I'm entertained by going on there now. After that little situation we had at the very end.
Which one?
I'm intrigued. The one where I'm not gonna say any names here, where I was on the panel and the person left, and then I left and the person came back on. Because I don't think anybody here really understands what was going on. So, like I said, it was entertaining to me. But
would you think of the? Would you think? Well,
of that situation?
Yeah, of the situation.
To me personally, it was fun. It's what makes Jessica seem intelligent, and why people think that's retarded to feel that way. And no, they don't even feel the same. But you see what I'm saying? It's why people get the stereotypes.
Oh yeah. Not Jessica.
Because everything she said, not Jessica, the other girl said, was like the complete opposite of me. But it worked for her.
Right. And she doesn't want to hear the other side. Hangs up.
Yeah. It was like, wait, time. Wait, no. What are you talking about?
There's a lot of people like
morning. I gotta fuck with y'all some other time. I gotta go to sleep.
All right, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna really try to get to your channel one day, probably with Sean or probably with myself. Put a comment in the chat so I can subscribe to your channel.
You talking to me or Cynic?
Cynic, because I'm out there.
Why would he talk to you?
Hey, motherfucker, I'm already on the panel.
Shut up, guys. Damn, you're not supposed to team up on me. This is my world.
You call me slow, I'm going to get every jab I can in.
Damn.
Yeah, I heard. I caught the beginning of you're going to challenge me and my people to something. What was that?
No, I would never.
I can rewind this. Man. I can go listen.
Oh no. Yeah, that was 100% of a joke. Trust me, that's not going to happen. No.
You know what?
Ed can cruise by, but Ed and friends, no. That would no.
Again, no. Well, you said my people. Who are my people?
The same as his people, just reversed.
Like Jessica is like my people. The last show you were on with me.
No, that was bad. Like it wasn't like that last time.
Two of those people aren't really my people.
Oh, I know. That dude was like, you know what? That dude was incredibly racist. And here's the problem I have.
Oh yeah.
I realized something. Both of them are young, huh?
25, and I'm not sure how old she is. I think she might be around there.
I think she's brain damaged more than age. But anyway, that guy, I listened to him talk shit about gays numerous times, but I'm not sure if anyone else caught it there. But when he first got on the panel, he had the hand thing, the limp wrist.
Like
15 minutes. I was just going, damn. And he sounded it. That was the best part. I was like, damn. Everything he's saying right now is a contradiction of himself.
Why are you taking those shots now? Why didn't you take those shots at the show?
Because the whole time he had no clue. He had no clue I was mixed.
Yeah. Oh,
and I
no,
was
no, right.
entertained by it
All
because
the way
I
up
would
to
say
the-
something, and he was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Oh,"
Well, you were trolling like a motherfucker. You were going outrageous.
because it doesn't upset me. So therefore, I wanted to have fun with it.
Oh, I know. I
Because
understand. Oh, I understood what you were doing completely, man.
yeah. Because
I
for
found it
him,
hilarious.
oh yeah, it was great.
And then Jessica had to ruin it and tell him.
And yeah, but the funny part was once he realized that what was going on, he wanted to act like he knew, and that's what I thought it was even funnier. Because every time
Oh,
he'd
did he?
say something, and then yeah, every time he'd say something, and then you and Jessica would be like, "No, we don't really feel that way," and he'd be like, "Well, I don't really feel that way," but you started
Oh,
doing that. I was like, "Damn, you just have no thoughts for yourself, kid."
really? You know what? I have to go back and look at it because a lot of times when I'm doing the show, I'm doing other things, and I'd miss a lot of the parts that people are saying.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, that night I could tell you when I was on there, or you have other people, you engage with them. I could tell you guys weren't fully engaging with him. You were like he'd say something, and you guys would like make sure it didn't have something to do serious, but then do what else you were doing,
Well,
or
you know,
continue on whatever conversation.
I get some extreme people on my show, and I enjoy letting everybody talk and say what they want to say because I, uh, people should know who people are, and
Oh yeah,
and hopefully we can change his mind on things, and maybe at least, I mean, he's probably not going to love black people, but maybe we can get him not to hate them so much.
nah, that's the
But
thing. I think he's pretty much whatever those YouTube channels he watches say is how life is.
okay, that I think that
Because here's the
feeds
thing,
it.
because here's the other problem. He may not even hate him. He may not hate black people at all, but because they do, he
Yes,
feels he needs to.
yeah, yeah. I understand.
Because
That's a good
because
point.
guys
And
like that, because guys like that don't say black girls look good. And he said so I forget the name who it was who he said, but he said she looked good. He was saying Asians look good.
yeah,
Real
Japanese.
guys like that don't. Yeah, real guys like that don't feel that way. They're like,
Yeah.
no.
And he had a thing for Japs, and I understand that. I can get that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
but I think you bring up a good point. People like that will. Well, it's not like him. It's not like he's the only person. Everybody does this to a degree on certain
Wait, first of all,
subjects. They watch the same
because
things.
I
Over.
don't even think he knows who he is.
Well, he's young. He was 25. He was living with his folks. But you get into these groups and these echo chambers, and you forget the outside world, and you don't listen to the outside world, so you can go a little crazy. I think everybody does
Yeah,
that
but
to
the
a
thing
certain
is,
degree with a lot of conspiracies or aliens or
but that's
I've
the
seen
problem though,
Illuminati
because
shit that would guarantee that you believe it if you sat there
but
and
there's
watched them
people.
all.
The majority of the people I talk to, and I'm hoping you talk to, have maybe even the same thoughts, but they still are themselves. Where what I saw was he was not himself at all. Like he was whatever he thought everyone talking to him wanted him to be. Like he thought that super radical thing was cool because that's what he's used to. But once you guys started going, hey, whoa, extreme, he started toning it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But then when the girl came back and she raised the bar, he went back to that.
Yeah.
Which to me is actually the scariest type of people like that, because those are the dumbasses that only take someone saying, hey, do this, and he goes and does it.
Okay, and I think the age might have something to do with that. I mean, 25 is like he's on the cusp right now. This is where you need to start figuring it out. By the time you're 30, 35, well, you should have this kind of shit figured out and understand most shit isn't. You shouldn't get so excited about most shit. Just be happy you're alive and you get to eat every day and watch YouTube and stop hating so much, people.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like he has that stereotype. But when everything came all to light, he should have realized, okay, maybe my stereotype isn't 100% right. But he grabbed right back onto that shit when that girl came back. Same way. She's heard, her man's probably 10 times worse than him. And if she don't act that way, then all shit is wrong.
I don't think her man.
Hers was bad. Hers was 10 times worse than him.
Who?
easily.
Who?
I don't want to say her name. The one that came
Okay,
back.
okay. No, her. You haven't heard her husband. Her husband has never been on. I think her husband might agree with her or something, but he doesn't. He doesn't say anything.
He's not a pusher. He doesn't push it.
Yeah, well, at all, like in
Okay,
real
I see.
life or anything. I think he's just like, yeah, okay.
Oh, it's his thought, but he doesn't. He's not like that, or he doesn't care to tell people.
Right. You don't know who he is. He's never been on the show or anything.
Oh, okay.
And that's not the first person I've ran into like that. There's been a lot of people where their significant other.
Okay. Well, I've ran into people 10 times worse than both of them. But
you're in California
in person or in person?
Oh, no,
or
online. I don't know any of these people
online
in real life.
No, but I'm saying I've met them in person too, and I act the same way I did on your show. I can't get all pissed off like that. To me, it's stupid. I feel.
I'll get mad at him for being a racist.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. It would never get like that unless he, walked up on me. But then that's my personal bubble. That has nothing to do with race.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's I have people that comment on my videos all the time and call me cracker, and well, I get called a coon too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as far for the rest of our days as friends, man, you are black.
Okay, dude, I was at a party.
Hey, from now on, don't answer it. Don't say yes or no, because it just makes your guys' show that much better. Because when I came on, and then she told me what Jessica told me about herself, I was like, damn, you guys flow really well too. That's crazy. But that was also before I realized that she's actually mature with her thoughts.
When I first met Jessica, she was a little more. Let's pick a good word here, because I don't want to. She was a little more into it than she is now. I don't know if I changed her, or if just seeing things on you. I don't want to take credit for everything in life, but I should. She's really.
How long have you known her?
Calmed down a lot.
How long have you known her?
Geez. You could go back and find the video I did where I shouted her out with Tariq Nasheed, and that's however long that is, probably 8 months.
That's why. That's why I thought you were black, because as soon as you were like, "Yeah, I have a person that will debate with you," she's down. So I'm going, okay, it's a girl. Back all the way to your first videos. In your first videos with that the Cynthia chick or whatever.
Yeah,
I watched a couple of those,
Cynthia,
and I went, man. Yeah, I was like, man, I don't want to debate her. I don't want. Fuck that.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I listened to one of you and Jessica's shows, and she came up, and the way you guys talked about her, I knew she wasn't around. I knew she wasn't going to be the one. So I was like, okay. That's why I think I Twitter messaged you going, who is it? who is this? And you're like, oh, my homegirl Jessica. I was like, okay, it's definitely not that chick.
Oh, I would love to
yell
at that. Like that. Oh, it's so fun because you can poke them so easy and just watch them go. Wind them up and watch them go. That's how it goes.
Oh, dude, I do that. I go. The guy that was just in here, he's about as calm and as rational as it gets. He used to be a flat earther. He kind of jumps back and forth with his views because depending on how the science view of how he's thinking is. But yeah, he's part of that community.
Yeah, I think
that's why when I said your friends and his friends. Oh, you did. So you started baiting him because I see your bait technique, but he has a bait technique and he started it too.
Who started
that's
first?
Why I kind of started jumping in.
Did I start it first? With the ridiculous.
He was already there. He was already fishing before you came in, but once he felt you do it, he started turning it on.
Yeah, I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's somebody who actually thinks and wants to know the right answer. He's not just going to jump because everybody says one way.
Yeah, he's very rational. He's about as rational of that community as it gets. They actually have a lot of girls that are in the community that actually, they express themselves actually pretty damn good without all that fucking you me shit because you know, dude, I'm a coon. They don't accept me at all. Like I can't really just listen without getting yelled at.
Who's that? Anna? Anna M? Possibly a weed pipe? No. I don't think either one of us do that.
So yeah, so you know who the Cynthia chick is that we're talking about?
Cynthia G, me or Anna?
What? Wait. And yes, we do what?
Oh, did I start a war?
Yes, we do what, Ann? No, because me and Ann got in a fight before. No, wait. What did you say is fucking bullshit? What's bullshit?
Well,
I
that's
think
dramatic.
I'm confused.
Ignoring.
I'm not ignoring you, and I'm definitely not ignoring you anymore. See, the problem is I have a bad habit. I do that a lot, Ann, and I'm sorry because what happens is I have the Hangout chat sitting in front of me, and then the live chat kind of slid behind it. But I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to keep it so. I'm looking right at you right now, and Cynic is.
I'm tweeting it out.
Yes, we did.
I just saw that you only had 3 people watching.
And Bro Sanchez, it wasn't a fight. We had a mini disagreement. Yeah, he smokes a lot. Every time I hear him, he's constantly smoking. He's a pothead.
I have no idea who you're referring to, but I resemble that comment.
It was on a Bro Sanchez's show, and I think we were talking about. Oh, I was pissed off because they kept talking shit about pro players, sports players, being like not cool. Dude was basically Cynic, right when all that oh, so you don't know. There's a rapper that came out and made a GoFundMe account asking for, like, at first it was 100,000, then he went to 500,000, then he went to 1,000,000, then he went to 100 million. And he was saying, he was like, I'm a flat earther, and that pissed off a lot of the flat earth community.
Oh, why?
So one of the main guys, Bro Sanchez, he is part of. Okay, so he's part of the Flat Earth Society, which is what we believe is government shields, basically.
Oh, he's working for the government.
No, they don't like him at all. Yeah, so Bro Sanchez went from him because he's a rapper. He's a famous rapper, and Bro Sanchez went on this rant about pro athletes and just sports in general. Well, I'm an athlete. My whole family, like, we're what you consider a sports family. My brother went pro baseball, so he was trying to say how they all spend, the stereotypical pro athlete, and my brother is the complete opposite. College, business, volunteers. He runs football leagues, does this, and this, and he wasn't hearing it. So I got pretty pissed, and I left. I sent, you don't really know about it, Ann. I sent Bro Sanchez probably about a 2-page email, letting him know how I felt about that situation.
2 pages? You can get to a second page on email?
Yeah, because when you send it, it crops itself.
Oh, does it? Okay, I've never sent one that long.
Dude, it was a lot. I was pissed.
What do you say
that? What do you say? Because I was upset. He was basically just the stereotype. There's the stereotype of pro athletes.
That he's stupid.
He clumped. Yeah, stupid with their money. Owning it for themselves. Don't care about people. Don't care about people, basically. Whereas a lot of them invest a lot of money into, or donate a lot of money, help a lot of kids, get kids out. Like he was saying, doesn't help kids, whereas it really does. So I was fuming. And then the second day he started talking about it, I was already pissed. So I think something happened with somebody else, and then you were talking to me, and I was talking to you, and it kind of just got a little heated. Yeah, I was pissed at Bro Sanchez because this day he wouldn't send me the invite.
Oh, do you talk to
Yeah,
Bro
I was
Sanchez?
upset. It wasn't like I was pissed off and cussing at him. I was respectful in my email, but I mean, it was very, hey, what you're saying is fucking not right. I've actually had to do this 3 times now, different subjects. Um, the pro athlete one was the last one. The one before that, because a lot of flat earthers believe we live in a dome, so they don't believe any meteors have actually ever come into Earth and hit. So he compared the crater, like the Arizona crater. He says those are old quarries. Well, I work construction. So when he says that, I look at him going, "No, you're fucking wrong because a quarry is completely different."
Right.
So I did like one of these where I come on and kind of do my little presentation. That I think, matter of fact, I think that was the one you came to last time, where I was explaining that you're wrong.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, there are times I don't trust me, cynic. I don't agree with a lot of flat earther ideas, but they're still my family.
Oh yeah, you're open minded. I get that. Okay. See, the problem with any group, not just flat Earth or conspiracy, just it's all groups. Usually, the ones you hear the most are like the more radical. Maybe not radical is the right word. More really into it, extreme, and you get a concept and an idea of just the kind of community in general. And most people don't sit there and actually look through and try to find the people like you who are like, yeah. Although you're wrong
Yeah.
on a lot of things.
To you, everything. So,
well, if you
only
don't
makes me
agree
wrong
with me
about
at
a
all
quarter.
times, then you're wrong.
That's what I was saying to you. That's it. I can't handle people that are like that. That robot can't do that.
So, what do you think
Oh, I
about the
hate that with a
athletes
passion.
taking a knee?
I don't. I think I don't really give a fuck. I think they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
The problem I have with it the most, yeah, like the thing that pisses me off the most is if everyone's so outraged, but they weren't outraged when fucking Humpernickel, whoever the fuck his name is, did it a year ago. Like, no one cared. But now they want to make it like it's a big deal. And then, as far as I'm concerned, how are you mad at these athletes for taking a knee when we allow and pass laws saying that our children don't have to do it? So should we go and ridicule kids that don't do it in school?
Well, it's the idea that the NFL, who is an American sport, and the only reason why it's popular and the only reason why it makes money is because of the Americans and the way it, the military and police and all that stuff. Because the protest is like against police violence against minorities and unfair.
But see, here's the kicker to that. They do it the same way like that kid was doing it on your shit. Everyone's getting shot. It's what you pick out. Because like what was the one in why do I want to say Flint? It wasn't Flint. Was it Flint? The kid that got shot. Where was that?
Castillo?
No.
Orlando Castillo?
It was
Who got
huge.
shot?
The big guy.
Michael Brown?
Fuck.
Or the guy from New York
That
who
was
was
in New
selling
York.
cigarettes?
The other guy. It was fuck.
The guy selling cigarettes.
I liked it. It was in New York. He got choked out.
Yeah.
What I was just gonna say with the stupid part is I'm sitting in front of a computer with Google in front of my face, and I'm trying to think in my head.
Now. It's amazing how many people that I live stream will try to make their point or prove their point, but they won't just Google it to show me what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And I do that too. I mean, I'm a victim of that myself.
I think is it the Flint? I think it's the Flint one. Basically, the guy like they said he was unarmed, but ended up finding out that he like robbed a liquor store like moments before.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were talking about Eric Garner.
His name sounds familiar.
Eric Garner was selling cigarettes, and the cops came to arrest him, and he fought,
Yeah,
and they put him in a chokehold. And he,
that was the New York one. Yeah. That was he didn't do shit. That was fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I'm remembering the Flint one from that boy, the little kid that had a toy gun, and the cop got out of the car and just instantly shot him. So
Okay.
It's not that.
You think the cop was wrong there?
Say again?
Do you think the cop was wrong in that instant?
Hell, I think that one's up for debate.
Okay, this is how I see it.
I don't think it.
I've looked into these. This is kind of what
yes, Mike Brown. That's
okay.
Thank you, Ann. So, do you want to come in? You're more than welcome.
I was wondering how long it was going to take for you to.
No.
Of course, as soon as I came in, the other two got out.
See, what happens is in the group of flat earth that we're in now, there's only a select few girls that will come on panels with us.
That's kind of.
It's not like because we're mean or anything. It's just like they're just. I guess it's shy because they don't do panels all the time. But like the last few weeks, we've been trying to get more of the ladies on the panel. Not yet, so we try to push them.
Well, dude, just in general, most people don't want to come on live streams because of various reasons, but most of them are just nervous and
Yeah, I jumped into it when I found like the you've been exposed. I just jumped on the panel, and I don't get that I don't want to or I'm shy feeling thing. So when people say it, it doesn't rationate in my brain.
Well, I can understand what they're talking about. But however, the best way to do it, something like this, is like this, because you don't have to show your face. It's not like you're really anywhere. You're sitting in your living room. It's a little irrational to me for people to be scared, but there's people that are scared of spiders.
I'm scared of spiders.
See, exactly. That's irrational. You're a lot bigger than a spider.
What? There ain't nothing wrong with being scared of spiders, man. They bite.
I've always thought that the reason why people like you are scared of spiders, because somewhere in your ancestry, you must have lived somewhere where there's a lot of poisonous spiders. So your ancestors had to be weary of it. So now it's just stuck in your DNA.
No, motherfucker. I work construction, and I run across black widows all the time.
Yeah, black widows are. Yeah, those can kill you.
I don't. Are you looking at the chat, Cynics, or can you see it? Or are you just kind of? Yeah, right now he's not in, but he is actually computer literate. So I mean, if he can. There he is.
And what you ask me or what did I say that you're answering?
No, because she was trying to answer us about the because chat rolled up. Mike Brown in St. Louis. That's the one. That's the.
I said Mike
dude
Brown.
I'm trying to talk about.
I said Mike Brown.
I know, but I
didn't. You're like,
I know,
no,
but I don't like
the guy in New York.
I try not to listen to you. And the worst part is I don't even know why we even brought him up. I don't remember what the reason of it was.
I don't either, because he should have been shot. That kid tried to take.
I think that's what it was. Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was. So that happened, and everyone went ape shit. Then as everyone got the real story, it all started to calm down a little bit. But people just go to the extreme without knowing what even happened.
I tell you, when that first happened, I said, "What? That's ridiculous. Who would run at a cop?" Obviously, there's, and the friend came out and told a complete fucking lie. And then I saw this video where there was 2 construction workers with their hands up saying he had his hands up, which I think was fake. And I always looked at it like, I don't know if that's real.
100% fake. Like
Oh,
the
okay.
whole time, that hands up, don't shoot thing, that's like they ran with that shit. And then
Yeah.
then that's when him robbing the liquor store came out. And
Yeah.
it showed a video of him doing it and the guy trying to stop him and him pushing him out the way like he was a little rag doll.
Yeah.
And that's when everyone got to see what he looked like. And that was a big boy.
Big boy. There was another video that was out that had a really big guy who like stole a backpack from a homeless guy or maybe a drug addict or something, just whooped the shit out of him. And everybody was saying that was Mike Brown, but it wasn't. That was fake.
Yes.
You know, people, you got to watch it online. Just like this shooting that just happened. I was up at like 2 o'clock in the morning because we had a thunder that was so fucking horrendous that it shook my house and woke my ass up. So when I woke up, I saw all.
You scared of lightning?
No, I love lightning. I love rain. I'll go out in the rain. Dude, I'm from country. I was raised in the hood until I was in the 5th grade, and then I went out to the country. I like the country. I've had a look at both worlds, and trust me, the country is much better. But
I've lived. See, I didn't live out in the country, but for where I live, we were in like what we consider the sticks of San Diego, and I prefer that life. I love that. Yeah, I was living on more land, away from assholes. I love it.
Yeah, less people is always a positive. I like the idea is if you have a train system, if you have like a rail car or something, I can't live there. If you have a bus route, I'm not too positive about it. Maybe a visit.
So where you live, there aren't even buses?
Well, now there kind of is. There's like 2 routes, I think.
Damn. That means you're
I was
like
in a really small town where there was no bus.
Plane.
What's that? You cut out, man.
Like, you have to like drive for hours to get to an airport.
No, I don't. I can get to an airport in 20 minutes, half hour.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad.
Dude, living out of nowhere, you don't really have traffic. And I'm close.
Oh, dude, I know. I love it. I do backpacking just to get away from the city. I love that living.
And the major city I live near, it's about 1 million people if you add in the little towns that are right around it that wouldn't survive without the major city. It's very spread out. So the population, it's not like Chicago or LA where there's fucking cars inches away from each other for miles long. That's not like how the city is here. I never understood you people who fucking just stack like New York. How crazy are you to live on top of each other like that?
Well, see, I'm in San Diego, and bad, but then you go to LA and it's even worse.
Yeah, it's insane. If something happened, if all the power went out for weeks, all of a sudden food was getting short, you guys are fucked. You can't even get out of the city. Look at Houston when the hurricane hit. There was for miles cars packed up. Florida, people just ran out of gas in their waiting to. I mean, Jesus Christ, people, get a 4x4 and take your own route.
Oh, I mean, I'm not that far from the fucking mountains. I can do that.
Yeah, but the problem is you got millions of people that will do that. You got to go. You can't stay in California. I'm sure there's parts of California you could run to where there's a lot less dense population, especially up by, was it Oregon? That's right above you.
Well, I mean, I have desert and mountains to the east of me.
Right, dude, but you got millions of people that will do the same thing, and you can't live in a desert very well.
Why? I can. I'm a survivalist.
I said very well. Yes, you can live in a desert, but if you have the option, you are not wanting to live in a desert. You'd rather live in forests and trees. Although you got the bigger animals out there.
hang on 1 second. Hey, Don Trader, dude, if you would have came here like 3 hours ago, we may have had a conversation, but like, not me. And I'm not going to change up the conversation just because you came in.
Okay, what does he want?
So if you like to
wants-
hang out, he wanted me this morning. He's a Glober, and he's the asshole Glober. He's one of the asshole Globers who just ridicule all flat earthers and want answers, but he doesn't realize that I actually have answers. So now he's in here expecting me to stop the whole damn conversation to attend to him.
Well, the only conversation that we could have is, why are you such an asshole to people that are flat earthers? I mean, I understand disagree. I mean, I disagree.
Yeah,
with it. Of course I do.
Yeah, see, he thinks it's a globe too for some odd reason. So a glober would love to know why you're an asshole.
Well, I didn't say you were an asshole because I don't know you, but Sean said it. So
well, he's an asshole cynic. So basically, I used your question to him as he would receive it from us.
Hey, I'm kind of an asshole, so
No,
I get it.
because so here's the thing. He actually isn't an asshole cynic. He's very pushy about wanting the answers from one of the assholes. I will give him that.
Well, the guy I saw.
Let me know when you're free tomorrow, and I'll start to cast up, and so that way it doesn't happen like this again. Because I've been on for like almost 3 hours, dude. And I already went through a bunch of crap, and I'm in bullshit mode. And to tell you the truth, Cynic is kind of a boring person, so I'm probably gonna end this pretty soon.
Your channel had never had better content since I had arrived.
Yeah, actually, that's actually true.
No, if he wants on, let him on to answer that question. But that's what you got to do. You got to answer that question. You can't go off into how dumb Sean is for believing the world is flat.
And he isn't someone I would let on the panel.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are very few globes that I would, because otherwise he may not do it, but they do pass the hangouts around to whoever will.
Well, once the hangout is over, it doesn't. You can't do anything with it, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to have to start it over.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Like put it this way, I was going to do it to you guys, or not to you guys, just to that one chick, but like I think it's an asshole move, so I didn't, but I wanted to.
Well, the only thing that would happen is I'd kick them out left and right.
See, the thing is I actually have so much more respect for Jessica because I know how she thinks, but I know she's rational. But then when she jumped on that girl's ass for talking shit after, like literally, like it was like I jumped out and she jumped in and started. It was like, wow, that's like a humanitarian thing to do.
Jessica is a very good human being. That's why I like her.
Yeah, like seriously, you two. I can say you guys are probably the best team on YouTube.
Oh my, thank you. I'm going to take this clip.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, I don't know any other teams, but you guys are good.
I don't know anybody else, but you two.
Real shit. I know people that do it with other people, but like you guys like consistently do it, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of turned into a co-host type of situation.
Seriously though, it's weird because it's like you guys are different, but it's like that different that meshes.
We're both able to have a conversation and disagree and call each other stupid and be okay with it. It really is a good team.
Yeah. You are to her. Like she's got like that smart, clueless, but not clueless thing, and like you act like she's clueless. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, but if you listen to the podcast, you understand. Oh, yeah, she's not clueless. She's probably smarter than me.
Oh, yeah. No, it's very clear she allows you to, because she could just pop off any moment at you.
You know, when I started to talk to her about Young Earth, I was so frustrating because she had answers. You know, I don't know if they were right all the time, but it was like the whole you and the whale thing where she just kind of stomped you on stuff.
No, see, that's the thing. So
She
if
stopped
we
me
had that
too. So
same,
don't get
if we had
don't
that
get
same
mad.
conversation, it wouldn't go that way. I wasn't as well versed in. Oh yeah, you're not gonna just talk me out of what I'm saying, because that's what she did. She didn't prove anything. She didn't make any like. Okay, fine. They use it for reproduction. What's your proof about that though? Otherwise, it's like it's still there and it's still pointless. How
Right,
do they
but
use
she's
it? She
able,
didn't answer that.
but she's able to argue it.
Oh yeah, she's good at it.
Yeah, she's
She's
able
very
to.
good at it. She should be a. She could be a flat earther.
Like I said, I don't agree with her. I think she's wrong, but damn it, she can argue her side of it. Because most people can't even argue their side of it. They just hear other people say stuff and they can regurgitate a little bit here and there. But when you come up with different questions that they haven't heard the answer to from their people, then all of a sudden you can see the cracks where they don't really believe what they're saying.
See, and that's what happened. Because honestly, I went, okay, I know certain things I just say, but like, let's do some research. I like doing research, and I'll come at her with that. I wasn't expecting that shit. So the second she said it, I had no answer for it. And it just ruined the whole whale thing.
And you know what? I used the whale thing myself, and there was things that you weren't saying that I wanted to jump in so bad, but like, no.
Dude, I'd like researched it for like 2 days at best. And that was like the last thing I had found. That was like the one thing I was like, that sounds really good.
You go watch Professor Stick's videos if you want to kind of have some ammo. He breaks down some stuff. Although Jessica said that she can destroy him. And you wanted to know why, if I knew him, why? What do you want from him?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah. Well, who else am I talking to?
Wait, what? Oh, man, shut up. No. Okay. Remember the guy said that is like super genius when it comes to vax?
Yeah.
Like, so, and he's like one of those weird dudes. So like, unless he's feeling it, he won't do it. So I want to bring up, hey, you know who Professor Six? Because everyone knows that asshole. So I wanted something that would coax him into coming to your channel. Because like he's a dick, but he's a dick in his own way that I've learned to accept.
Wait a minute. So you're saying in your little group that Professor Stick is well known?
Not well known. If anything, he's probably hated.
Everybody knew him.
I think he's done like a few debunks of, or try to do debunks of flat Earth, but like he's so silly, I can't take him seriously.
Oh, come on. That's not fair. I'm going to defend my man at this point. Well, he's not my guy.
It's like, how are you going to talk to me about heliocentrics? It doesn't make sense.
Stop. That's not fair. Just because his voice is unique. I mean, it's great for a character on YouTube.
Oh, no, absolutely. But fucking Stick.
Oh, come on. You're not being fair. You're not being fair. Go get one of his videos and debunk it.
I take you. You're a fucking alien.
You don't have to take me serious at all.
I know. Actually, I probably would, but the problem is I'm not as smart as he is, I think.
No. I'm not saying go up and have. Hold on. I'm not saying that you have to come on a live stream with him. You can go get one of his videos, like the Flat Earth. Well, of course, those would be like Flat Earth or something, and
definitely.
And break it up where he says this is wrong, and you can show me where he is wrong on saying that this is wrong.
Okay, but here's the thing. We have one of those types. We call him Red Rhetoric. It's not that you'll do a video saying this is wrong, and he doesn't even go on it and say this is what you said is wrong. He just ridicules the shit out of you, and that's what Professor Stick does.
Not always.
Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. I get not always. That's my favorite part.
No,
I watch it sometimes.
It's not the whole. I've watched every. I've been a sub to Professor Stick, and he's been a sub of mine for over a year now. You know, I've seen many of his videos, and yes, during the videos he will take pokes at people, but so do I, and so do you. You can't be mad at that. But he also brings.
I'm mad at that because he's so much better at that than me. Let's keep it
Being a
real.
dick, he could be.
Yeah. Dick.
He is good,
I mean,
and he's a smart guy.
oh yeah, he's. I'm just.
You can
fucking
hate
around.
him all
He's
you
smart as
want,
shit.
but you can hate him all you want, but he is a smart. You might think he's wrong, but he's a smart guy, or at least he comes off as a smart guy. I always like to watch people on live streams to really figure out how smart they are, because some people can sit down and do research and edit a video to make themselves seem very intelligent, but if you actually talk to them in real time, they're not as quick-witted. They don't think of things. Exactly. I know that there's big YouTubers that go online, go to websites and find jokes and just put them in their videos, act like they came up with the joke.
You can tell he's very. You can tell he knows what he's saying. He hadn't just read it.
Yeah, he studied this shit.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah,
and he's fascinated just as much as flat earthers are fascinated by flat Earth. He's fascinated by flat earthers.
Really?
I mean, oh, absolutely. I am too. It's amazing to me how people believe this.
See, this setting isn't so good for me to like. If actually time would have been, he just came in a little late because I was really in the mood to do it, but just sit you down and like explain things like that. I'm definitely probably, I don't know if I could convince you, but I can make you understand.
Well,
where you realize that I'm not a flat earther's view. I have my own views.
Oh yeah.
Now I've gotten better at it.
I know I keep on pigeonholing you as a flat earth, and you're more on the fence, right? I mean, your legs.
I am.
Your legs are over on the flat earth side, but
there are a lot of the views. Like there's still things I won't let go of yet. But I am.
Yeah, the only way you're going
to
convince me it's not is if you take me up in space and show me, hey, see, look. Or some of you guys don't believe in space, so.
Well, if that was the case, then this whole thing would be solved.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Let's get a GoFundMe. We'll get a rocket ship.
Oh shit! Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because that's what that guy did.
Really?
You're not. Okay. So he's a flat earther from the shield side, right?
And he wanted to go up in space.
Literally, he went on YouTube. Okay, so remind you, 90 don't believe in space. They don't believe in satellites. They don't. This guy comes on and goes, and he goes to that GoFundMe, wanting millions of dollars, talking about how he was going to build a satellite, send it up, so Earth, or if it was a ball or not. There's all the contradictions in that. There's the problem. One, who's going to send the satellite up? Everything was wrong with it.
Okay, you're cutting out a lot, but the gist of it was that he wants to send a satellite up to take a picture, and the idea of setting a satellite up is against flat earthers because they don't believe in satellites or space. Or was that the gist of it?
But plus, he's part of a flat earthers won't even talk to him. They don't like him.
See, but what's wrong with that? That's a good idea. You would think flat earthers would want to do that to prove their point.
Okay, so it'd be like, so Jessica's what she is. It'd be like Bruno trying to convey her feelings about everything.
What?
Maybe the kid that was on. It'd be like him representing Jessica.
Oh, no. I know. Debate. No, I get that part. I'm talking about why don't flat earthers get together, do a GoFundMe, find a flat earth guy to build a rocket or something to get the picture of the flat earth.
Well, because to build a rocket that high, some coordination with a space entity like NASA.
Well, just do it. They don't gotta know. Shh. There's only 5 people watching right now, so.
And I'm not saying that.
I would think about because if I was somebody who was really a flat earther, like I really believe this, and I'm pissed off that all these people are calling me these names and they don't believe me, I would figure out a way to take a picture of the goddamn thing.
Well, see, that's the thing. It costs way too much. It costs a lot of money.
We could do. Yeah, you can do.
Like we're rich.
Dude, when I was a little kid, we built model rockets and sent them really goddamn high. There got to be a way to.
We're talking
build
about 21,000 feet, if not higher.
Okay, well, come on. You're acting like it's impossible to do. It's not impossible to do.
Not impossible. It's cool.
You are cutting out a whole lot.
If I had money to build a satellite or a fucking ice wall,
satellite or ice wall is the only thing I heard about that.
I said if I had that kind of money, I would just get on a boat and go to ice wall / Antarctica.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do. That's even better because that's a lot cheaper. That's a good point. Let's do that. Well, not me, but
okay, this is what you're gonna do because start a GoFundMe, promote it with your people,
yeah,
and then we'll go.
Okay. How do you do a GoFundMe?
Perfect.
I don't know how to do a GoFundMe. Don't think I won't do that, dude. Let's do that. Well, how much do we need?
If you're
millions, right?
20 grand. Let's take
How
to
much?
get on a boat. To get on a boat to go down there costs about 20 grand, 10 grand a person, basically.
Okay. So that's just to get down there. So you need equipment and everything. So you'll need at least 40,000 a person.
Basically, it's
take 4 people.
You have to go. You have to go when like the scientists go down there. You have to hitch a ride, basically.
Oh no, we can't do that. We got to figure out a different way around it.
You got to take. You can take a cruise ship down there, but they only take you to like one spot. You can't.
Well, you're talking about Antarctica, right?
Yes. Yes.
How far up? You can go all the way to the top of the globe, can't you? And go around.
There's no wall. That's the middle of the. That's the middle.
That's the middle.
Go to the wall.
Oh, that's right. Oh, damn. Okay, well, we'll have to get some kind of flying device to fly out quite far.
You can't. That's a
dude, we can find
restricted airspace.
No, we can find some pirates. We can get some way to get us kind of close.
See, now you're just fucking with me.
No, I'm trying to figure. No, I know it sounds like I'm fucking with you, but I'm serious. You can always find. There's got to be somebody who's dirty that will help you out and get you somewhere you're not supposed to be. You just need bribe.
So what you're saying is you are willing to start a GoFundMe.
I'm coming up with the idea.
No. We're coming up with the idea. You're going to come up with.
Okay, we're coming up with
the people actually
do
it.
Sure, you come up with a lot of this. Go ahead. Actually, you came up with the ice wall.
I thought of it all.
Yeah. Go ahead, go.
You weren't thinking you need to go see an ice wall? I mean,
go. No, I think I'm going to see very large icebergs at points.
Well, see, so when I was on the fence, this is how it would go. You go to Antarctica and you have to circumnavigate it. You're either going to make a bunch of left turns or you're going to make a bunch of, or basically the opposite turns that you think you would. Simple as that.
Okay, you cut out a lot, so this is actually really difficult since I only heard every third word.
I was saying that it's either going to go 2 ways when you go down there. You either circumnavigate it going right or left, right? Constantly making those turns. Well, if it's wrong, you're going to end up going the opposite way. So if you're going east, you're constantly going to make right turns all the way around. But if you end up having to make a left going east, then obviously there's a wall. I figured there's the only way to figure it out.
Okay, well, we can do that, right? I think that's plausible without breaking laws.
That part is.
Okay, so we need like 200,000.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, maybe 100 would work. But if you can get 200,000, we can put some money in our pockets.
No, I'm not dirty like that. Wink, wink.
Oh, I am. Fuck that. If you can get 200,000, dude, we can split 100,000.
We're not going to be able to get the.
We're good.
Damn it, dude! You're not good at this. You can't say that on a live stream. You do that in private emails.
No, none of these people are going to give you money. We're talking about your people. You have 7,000 people. I have
That's
230, and like half of them are trolls.
Well, no, because the trolls would probably want to chip in. They want to prove it too, right? Everybody wants to prove
They're
it.
not going to give us money.
We got two sides that want to prove the same point.
Yeah, but see, your trolls are fucking around. Our trolls hate us.
But they'll still give you money. The whole point is to prove this. Yeah, they want to prove it, right? They want to prove that you're wrong. That's the whole point of it, right?
Yeah, their whole point.
So they'll want to give us money to prove it. Yeah, but my trolls think I'm just some racist coon. They don't care about flat Earth.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We actually hate each other, you know, globe and flat. Like we're arch enemies.
We're arch enemies.
Yeah, because you're a globist and I'm flat. But you're cool, but they're not.
I think the word arch is. I'm more of the negotiator. I'm more like
no, you're the fundraiser.
We all you gotta do. We'll figure it out.
Just throw good Ha Hitler out, and then all the young kids will listen to you.
Jesus, dude, my followers are not Hitler people.
I know you guys just get a lot of them.
I literally argue. Oh yeah, hey, that's the one thing I'll give to like Nazis or God, I can't even believe I said that, or alt-right people. At least they will come on and defend their issues. They'll try to convince you. People on the other side, the left side, they don't want to have a conversation. They just want to yell at you what they're right about, and that's the end of it.
You're talking about the conscious community. Don't worry, you're safe here. No one here is like that.
Oh, Legendary, I would love to have a conversation.
He's like a Puerto Rican-ish, but then like he believes in like giants and shit, so he's just confused. Are you at work?
On the way, man. On the way to the slave job.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I always hated having to go.
I'm about to go to bed and sleep in.
Yeah, man, I was like up real late. My girlfriend was like screaming at me all night, so I didn't get not a lick of sleep.
I keep forgetting that you live on the East Coast because I just looked at my clock and it was 2 o'clock. I'm like, why the fuck is he going to work at 2? I remember, I remember where you're at. I'm like, damn, it's time to go to bed.
I always hated morning jobs because when I woke up the whole way to work, all I could think about is I wanted to go back to bed. I wanted to go back to bed.
Exactly.
I was always a night person. Let me get off work at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, for real. I love sleeping when I'm tired.
I love sleeping. And I can wake up. If I don't have to go to work, I can wake up at 6 in the morning, no big deal. But if I have to go to work, that 6 in the morning is impossible to wake up to.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I can sleep for 24 hours. I do it all the time.
Right, but that's because you're a meth head and you get Jones for like 4 days.
Hey, check this out. Legendary, you were on Dreads today, right? And I'm sure you were. Legendary?
Yeah, I heard that shit. Yeah.
Dude, Cynics, I've had this rule since I got on YouTube. Do not fall asleep. Do not do it. I fucking fell asleep. Headphones on my head and everything at the beginning of a fucking cast of a stream.
Oh, so is pissed. That up? I want to go watch that. Is that? Oh, you don't use your face. That's awesome.
So pissed. Oh, so pissed. I woke up and I woke up and felt the headphones on, and I heard them, and I was like, "Oh, fuck."
How long?
I don't know. Probably a good hour.
You had people on the show with you?
No. I was on the other one I'm always on.
And did everybody just figure you're sleeping or just not talking?
Yeah, actually, and just helped me realize something. Hey, asshole, what did you call me? What'd you call me? This was rude. That's what your people.
Oh yeah,
do.
I did call you.
That's right, your people.
You said you can sleep for 24 hours. I said, yeah, because you do meth for like 3 days.
Well, first of all, what's wrong with sleeping?
Nothing. But
There you go.
what's wrong with jokes?
I work construction. I've always been waking up early. I love to sleep. If I don't have to wake up that early, it's even better.
I always hated doing construction type because I was a designer and we would do fifth wheel trailers, which not the same as like a house, but they were quite large.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This thing is still paying the asses.
Just going into work, just the smell, and I had an office, and the smell from the wood and the outside just came in. And usually I like that, but at work for some reason I just couldn't stand it.
I hate boxes. I worked at a UPS when I was 18. Hated boxes ever since. The smell of a cardboard box makes me sick.
Yeah. It was just, I think I was at a job.
Once I get there and I'm on a machine, I'm fine. But getting up and driving there is the worst.
Well, you live in a fucked up city where you got traffic.
No, see, construction here is different because we were up early, and 9 times out of 10, I'm always going the opposite direction.
Oh, really? That's good. Nice. Yeah, I've been to your cities, and there's been times where we're like in a traffic jam, and you look on the other side, they're just whizzing by, 5 at a time. Like, how can we go that way? How many?
I don't know what I do. I couldn't do that shit.
How many people have just like ran out of gas just sitting in traffic there?
A lot of people. Only stupid people do that.
Do you got like breakdown lanes?
Yeah. It's called a shoulder.
Well, no, because I was I know what a shoulder is. I was in Chicago, and there was a lot of areas that had no goddamn shoulder.
Yeah. I know what you're talking. Those are like up in the LA area.
It's like, Jesus Christ, what happens if your car breaks down? Shoulders. You're
fucking
dead.
Sit there.
No, you're dead.
Usually there's constant traffic too.
Yeah, you just fuck.
Like my side of the family, my dad, my mom, they all grew up on the East Coast, and half of them they never even got their driver's license because I guess over there it's pointless. If you're in the city.
Yeah, like in
New
York.
City. I just catch the train and shit.
Yeah. So.
Oh, do you live in New York?
Nah, I live in Baltimore.
Oh, how crazy is that city? You live in like the bad areas?
Yeah, I live in West Baltimore.
That your violence level.
He lives in a mansion. That kid's rich.
Not going to work.
Yeah, I wish. Right, I wish.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that are like that. When I say like that,
so pissed off in Baltimore.
Legendary ain't pissed off. He just sounds like it.
Everybody's broke.
Why don't you leave?
He thinks there's fucking dinosaurs and unicorns and shit. You'd be angry too.
Nah, you the dinosaur.
Hey, first of all, they're not dinosaurs. They're not dinosaurs. They're ancient animals.
Alligators?
They don't like when I say they don't like when I say dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, so I say ancient animals.
Well, weren't alligators around during dinosaur days? Or was it just a form of dinosaurs?
They just don't believe in all that shit.
I don't believe in the
wait, Tom. So, check this out. So Legendary here. Legendary, he's like me, where he kind of goes off the cuff. He's not a straight flat earther where he thinks everything's the way everyone says. So he ridicules me for dinosaurs, right? But this motherfucker thinks there were giants and dragons. Now, when I say giants, I'm not talking 10 feet tall. He thinks they're like 65, 70 foot, 100 foot tall giants.
Holy shit, those are big boys.
Yeah. He calls me crazy for dinosaurs.
Whoa. See, the dinosaurs all the bones are fake. The first motherfuckers, the dinosaur race between those two Mason motherfuckers. But
first of all, wait, how brittle do you expect? You don't think that million-year-old fossil samples aren't going to be brittle as fuck? Now, tell me what you would do the second you walked up on a dinosaur bone. Touch it. Yes, you would.
I don't know, man.
I think
I don't
most
go
people
around
would.
touching bones and shit.
Hell yeah, if you go to a museum that has an open display, at least 35 kids touch those things every day.
Oh yeah, that's why they don't use real ones
Oh
in the
wow,
museum.
I have a special guest. Hello. You're not allowed to see this world. You have to leave.
Who are you talking to?
Special guest in
And
the
these
chat room.
imaginary friends and shit.
Yeah, you can say that. Wait,
Oh,
are
the
we
chat
friends?
room.
Uh, yep.
Train coming.
Okay, I'm lost. I don't know who he is. You gotta.
Well, if you look in the chat, you'll be able to see.
I know, but I don't know. That doesn't do anything for me.
She typed it.
Oh,
Can you read?
I must be looking at the wrong person. Apparently, I can't read because I just see Ann. Dude, I'm retarded. Help me out. Quit picking on the retarded
Yeah, man, I'm
person.
talking to somebody.
Oh, that's fucked up. Well, I'll just. I got videos of. Hey, let's do a preview. What do you think about this headline?
Preview of what?
Black student groups complain Ivy League school is letting in too many African students. That's like hypocritical, right?
I wasn't even listening to you.
Well, that's
You suck,
it's
dude.
a whole movement, right? That's going on. It's
I'm
like
sorry, dude. I'm like all sidetracked. I wasn't expecting this to
Okay,
happen.
well then stop
I'm about
talking,
to clear it
Sean.
up for you, right?
Yeah,
I'm
let
about to clear it
legendary
up for you,
talk.
right? So the black people that are in America aren't from Africa. They're the indigenous Indians, right? This is what's so
This
they
is
don't
what you
like the
think.
Africans. No, it's a whole movement
Oh, that's
that's
what they think.
going
Yeah.
on right now. Yeah, the indigenous Indians of America are the copper colored people.
Why do they think that when the DNA results show that they come from Asia?
Well, see, that's when a lot of people claim those DNA results are fraudulent. They say that that shit isn't real.
Well, that's just
That it's just
convenient.
some big shit to make people believe that they're all from Africa and to believe in the slave trade.
Well, the slave trade was real.
Well, not in the massive amounts that they
Yeah,
like to say.
they say.
That's the storyline, you know.
Well, they say
Legendary.
400,000.
Legendary. Do you believe in that
Right.
whole the melanin theory?
Yeah, that
I
outer
mean, you
Africa
probably don't
theory.
because you kind of light.
Everybody got melon, first of all.
No, but that whole thing sounds freaking weird to me.
What's the what is it?
Yeah.
Sean, what is it?
Dude, I'm sick. I'm looking at the chat right now. Hang on,
Stop.
give me a damn
How are you
second.
going to say something like that and then just go? You are a terrible host. No wonder you
I
only got
am.
like five fucking watchers
I need a sidekick.
or 3 watchers.
Wait,
No, you don't need
Legendary.
a
You don't know what
pay attention.
I am. I'm paying attention to the chat, not you.
The melanin theory is pretty much just the darker the skin, the more melanin you have. Pretty much. How the Africa theory is that the original people started in Africa, started to branch out, colonize the world, and then the pigments started to change over there. But they believe that
Okay.
the white people come from the Caucasus Mountains, and they don't have no
No, hang
melanin.
on. No. That's not how it was explained to me. You're not con enough. You're not black conscious enough.
All right.
The melanin theory is that because we are dark skinned, we have more. they don't even think it's melanin. They think of melanin as carbon. So they think they have more carbon in them, which makes them more superior, which is why they believe they are so much smarter. Everything, but proof.
Oh, okay. That's a melanin. I was talking about out of Africa.
Oh, okay.
Even
No, because I started that last time I was on Cynic's show. I started to ask him, but I realized right away when I asked it, this isn't like exactly the crowd you asked that for answers, but to piss off.
Oh yeah,
they're not like they're not pissed off at you for asking the question. They're pissed off at the question in general because they're annoyed because it's so goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. I've been on 2 or 3 times.
Somebody
that one girl acted funny. That was like the first time she actually acted like that. Other than that, like, I haven't.
She's not a bad person. Don't
even rude.
Yeah, she's just
new.
She's different.
The first time I came on, when I was like, "Aren't you black?" That was like the only time they ever said anything, because then they were like, "Wait, Sean's white or Sean's black?" They said that in the chat, so I was like, "Okay, we're good then." They didn't go overboard.
I got some very level-headed people as subscribers, and I got some that are very, very extreme. And I noticed that I got some subs that hate me, and will always. I did one video on the advice show, and I had 2 different people leave like 30 comments each in my fucking comment section.
Oh, dude! If I showed you mine, I have one that's 36, and it's just one person.
Hey, Drunk's here.
If I wanted to, I could instantly get the head troll. I call him the troll, the puppet master. I can get him in here if I needed to, but I don't have to click anything. I just have to say like the magic words, and they'll start flooding in. You think I'm kidding? There's 4 people here, but there's only 3 people talking in that chat. Trust me, I'm being watched. That's what they do.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that happens. But I think some of it is because crazy. You guys react so. Geez,
see, that's the thing. I don't.
The word. Well, yeah, you really don't. But a lot of people in the flat Earth community, especially in the chat room, go kind of crazy.
Yeah. I can't say names because she'll linger around too, but she's taking you see we have, the wrenches are. She takes that thing to a whole new level. And I don't care. Tiffany's crazy. She has issues with that shit.
See, I hate people that get wrenches
everywhere.
Yeah, I hate people that get wrenches.
I do that too. I'm not gonna lie. I will ban a troll in a heartbeat, and I love it.
See, I like trolls.
See how my screen on my avatar says FE Frontline Mod Squad Soldier. That's where that came from. That's because I'll ban everybody. But I've started to calm down. I know what I'm saying in my head now, so I can explain it to them. But before that, when you don't know and you're clueless, the first thing you do is to start banning people.
Yeah, that's a good point. Unfortunately, there's a lot of bigger YouTubers that still ban people because they don't want the other side to be spoken because it goes against them, and they see that it will hurt them somehow.
Oh yeah, well you see that. There's a lot of flat earthers that just give everybody a wrench. Everybody, even trolls.
Yeah, I've seen almost every fucking chat I've gone. I don't even like putting anything in the chat because I see I won't be banned quick. There's so many people there. The odds of I'm pissing one person off is pretty high.
Roll with me, kid. You'll be all right.
Oh yeah, I can come on here. You need to give me a wrench so they don't ban me.
No, Cynic, you don't get a wrench.
You gotta give me.
I need to keep you level.
You people are, your followers are a little bloodthirsty.
You're random. Like I said, here you're fine. There's nothing anyone could do to you. But you wander into it. No, see, that's the thing. This wrench doesn't cover you everywhere. It only covers you here.
I know. I need a special one.
Oh shit! My bad. I deleted your comment. See, I did it, and I didn't even mean to do it. I blocked you.
I
I literally just no look blocked you.
Fuck
That was
off.
the best block I've ever done in my life. I didn't mean to. That's the best part.
Sean's such a dick. I'm here helping him out, trying to grow his channel.
Trust me.
And he's going.
You don't have to tell her. You don't have to tell her at all. She knows. Yeah, and I noticed that. The best part is I did it, and I did it. It was like a no look. It was like a no look pass. I no look banned him. It was great.
No, you just suck at what you're doing. You can't.
Shut up, man. Just kind of like sidetracked, dude. Like this doesn't happen.
I kind of we kind of derailed your whole podcast, didn't we?
Dead way before that. Like I said, Ed was already going to start baiting people, and I could tell. Kind of made me worried because he started baiting Legendary, and they're cool.
Oh, I like that stuff. Don't ever get rid of people. Arguments are great for people to watch.
And
if you're good enough, you can get your point across through an argument like that.
I'm telling you right now, Ed is part of the conscious community. So guess what happens? He takes it to that third level that I just don't like. I hate it.
Is he gonna call me names?
Oh my god, I hate it.
Is he gonna be racist to me?
Like I said, oh yeah. I mean, he's not like that. He's not bad. But if you get him that way, if you rile him up, he will. But he's not like that. But if you rile him up,
I want to get him.
Go ahead. All right, dude. You're not gonna enjoy it.
I will.
So you ain't gonna let it go.
I'll find it hilarious.
He'll come to your channel. Yeah, they'll piss everybody else off.
That's okay. I got a lot of dickheads. I got some soldiers in my group. We're almost 8,000 strong.
Like I said, dude, I don't roll with them. It's cool. Hate me. We don't get along with them. We don't get along with them at all.
You know, I think it's amazing how some YouTubers have power, like, 100,000 people that will just do anything that they tell them to do. Like Philip DeFranco has been telling everybody to vote for him, and he's going to win awards just because people are doing it.
That's so. Imagine that. That kid Bruno is that.
What?
The one thing I did realize, the Black Panther movie community, it's the same thing.
Okay, you're cutting.
Show.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're different sides of the same.
It's the funniest shit in the world. Oh yeah,
and I don't think
it's ridiculous.
I think it's hilarious how a lot of these black power people that want to separate don't understand how much they agree with alt-right people. I mean, damn near on everything.
Yeah.
Except for the black power people are usually more open with their racism. And people would say, well, the alt-right are racist, but they're just they do it behind closed doors.
No, see, that's the thing though. That kid was not alt-right. That kid was a Nazi.
Right, yeah. He was
that kid was he's one of those motherfuckers that like his buddy and they saw one black kid, they'd start shit.
Well, he wanted to send all the black people to Poland where they would die. No, Iceland. No, Greenland.
Yeah, that Greenland.
Yeah, Greenland.
That was the funniest shit in the world.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, people. I thought Florida was a bad idea.
Yeah, and Seneca is actually his show, him and this girl.
Oh, you're talking about me, man. You're cutting out. Start again.
Good show. That's good. And said she said to your channel.
You cut out through everything. Do that again.
And said she subbed to your channel.
Oh, did she? Thank you. I don't know if you'll like it. It
you don't really
to do
need
with
to sub to his channel. He has like 7,000 people. Is it somebody?
Well, I'm one of these people that go on a lot of, well, not a lot of podcasts, but I know a lot of people are in different communities. So when I go and talk to them on a podcast or something, it's I don't really like people sending people over to my videos because it has nothing probably to do with what we're talking about.
You just don't really talk about anything different.
No, my No, my channel,
Okay.
my
Okay,
channel, and my
yeah.
podcasts are
But
they're
see,
different.
that was the thing. It confused me because I see your channel and it's like 7,000 subs. Then you're using the other one. I'm like, why is he using the other one?
I just don't want to clog. Nobody really watches podcasts, so I don't want to clog that channel up with a bunch of podcasts. If you notice that I'm trying to do like maybe an hour on that channel, and then go to the other channel to try to bring people over.
What's it called is you may not
most
know it.
people
Legendary and you guys know Glowbuster. Yesterday, for the first time ever on YouTube, I saw what a chat room with over 50 people look like. Crazy.
50 people?
1,500.
Oh,
Glowbusters. They had 1,500 people in the chat yesterday.
That's a lot of people.
You can't even have a conversation in a chat room like that.
Fuck no.
See that little watch? So right now I have 4 people watching. I had never seen that number that high before.
You've never seen 4 people before?
1,500. 1500. Do you want me to type it in the chat?
you a crappy ass microphone that keeps cutting out, podcast director.
You send me one that you have because I take all free items.
Yeah, talk all that shit. Nobody can understand you. It's a robot at this point.
Hang on.
It's just your crappy internet connection in California. You guys don't know how to do anything right out there. Y'all worried about your pretty looks. Of course, San Diego's like perfect weather, I hear. It's like always like 80s, 70s. That's nice. Why do you guys watch him? He just leaves, doesn't pay attention, fucked up equipment. Well, that's one thing I've learned, man. Equipment sucks to maintain and keep buying. You got like Yeti microphones that are like $150. I got a computer. It's like I had a really nice computer. I don't really know shit about computers. I don't even know what the damn thing could do, but it shitted out on me. So I went and bought like this $200 computer, and I've come to realize that it can't do a lot of things.
Gotta get me a new computer, man. My shit went down.
That shit's so expensive for like a really good one.
Uh-huh.
And they're only good for like a few
come
years.
Across a MacBook.
Are prices in Baltimore like more expensive than like? Have you been outside the Baltimore area?
No, I mean it's all the same. It's more expensive over here for certain shit, like gas and like all the kind of like the farther north you go, the higher shit gets.
Really?
Yeah.
Because like New York's ridiculous to live in.
Yeah, New York's bad. The cost of living in Baltimore is real high, but the pay, they're not paying shit. So like the jobs ain't really paying nothing. That's why it's so bad here.
Yeah. And there's not even that many jobs. Is that the lack of jobs?
Like all the industry left. Like, Baltimore used to be big on like steel and like industrial shit, but it all left. So like it's like nothing but like abandoned houses here. It's a fucked up situation.
Is Baltimore like Denver in the aspect where you can buy a house for like dirt cheap?
Yeah, they actually got some shit called vacant to value, right? So you could like buy a house for like $100, $50, and you fix it up yourself. I mean, you could probably buy it cheaper than that, but you got to fix it up and you got to stay there. You got to stay there for a few years, I think, something like that. But I mean, it's in like the worst neighborhood you could possibly think of. Like, I mean, Baltimore is bad because it's like all the crime happens within a few zip codes.
Really?
So those houses are normally in those zip codes.
Because I know a guy that went up to Detroit and bought a couple houses and just like ripped everything out of it and made money that way, and just left the fucking, just abandoned the property after that.
Yeah, that's what people do here. It's a big market for that. But
so why do you stay in a city that's that fucked?
I've been here. I've been on my own since I was a kid, so I don't really have nowhere to go, man. I'm just here. That's all I know.
You could try. If I had friends that lived in big cities like this, and I always would tell them, why don't you like get online, find a McDonald's job if you have to, but find it in another town somewhere. Save up your money, go get an apartment there, and just fucking get out of the hellhole that is, whatever city.
Yeah, I mean, always I got a decent little job for real, enough to pay all my bills and shit. I'm all right, but
yeah, it's
I
your
always
home.
wanted to get
I
the
get
fuck
that.
out of here.
I get how people get
But,
really attached to where they grew up and how they live, and I get that.
Yeah, it's a little of that going on. Baltimore's like a love-hate relationship. But I don't really live in like the shithole or nothing. Like where I'm at right now, that's like the shithole where I'm at now. This where the riots happen and shit. I don't know if you see where I'm standing.
Really?
Yeah, this the shithole.
You ever been robbed?
Yeah, I was like 19.
What's the feeling like when was it a gunpoint or was it just some people that came up and stole your shit?
Nah, a gun.
At gunpoint?
I mean, yeah.
What's
I was
rushing
coming
through
out the store.
your head at that point?
Shit, nothing for real. I don't know, man. I wasn't really thinking. I'm just like, man, don't shoot me. I ain't really got shit. But,
You robbing the
it
wrong
ain't much going
motherfucker.
through. Yeah, he's like, please, bro, just don't shoot. When you looking down that gun, you can't think of much.
Right, I bet. That'd be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Then the idea that
so you drive up, so you see for real is police cars and shit.
you ever get fucked with by the cops?
Hell yeah, they fuck with me. They locked me at one time for like a bag of weed and ran in my house. All type of crazy shit happens here. It's like the Wild West. Police is like the most crookedest thing you could ever think of, man. Like they just do it one for real. There's no law and order here. It's the police.
Do you think the cops have to be a little more aggressive and rough because of the population, or is it that they're just dickheads?
Nah, they probably scared themselves. And
Right.
You know,
Yeah, that was like
they're
during
not
the
really from the
Vegas.
neighborhoods. They're from
That's
like the outskirts. So
like the whole Vegas thing where the shooter was, he's on the 32nd floor, he's shooting down. The call over the police scanner goes, hey, we need like seven on us. We got SWAT team. We're going to blow the door and go after this guy. Can you imagine being one of the volunteers for that, going up to that room, knowing this guy has some heavy ass ammunition? You're in a small area. You could be shot very easily. You blow the door, and I think the guy shot himself, so he didn't even have a shootout. But even though you didn't have a shootout, that whole time you're going upstairs, you're thinking you're going to. Why the fuck is Sean on here twice?
shit, man. It's a real good interview with a city cop from Baltimore. His name is Michael Wood. He kind of like shed a lot of light on what's really wrong, from an inside's perspective.
Yeah. He was a cop?
Yeah, I'll drop the link for you. He was on Joe Rogan.
You know what? I thought
podcast.
It's the white dude.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
But
See, I understood some of the stuff he was saying and I could believe it. But then he'd go way fucking overboard with shit, just trying to make his point. It made me go, God damn it! I don't know how much of this, how much of the rest of it can I believe?
you can believe all of it. It's really like that here. It's. I mean, not the state. Yeah, Baltimore. Baltimore is a city. 600,000 people. We had 350 murders. No, in a year. That's crazy. That's the most in the country.
God damn.
Yeah, we lead the country in murders. So
yeah, I got friends. I got friends from all over the world. Well, in the world, the country. I have friends from Chicago and Illinois, Milwaukee. A real good friend of mine, Tippy Toe. He's from Milwaukee, and he would talk about how he'd just be sitting in the house. He was a dope dealer, so I mean, it's not like he was a good guy. He was doing the right thing, but the cops would like bust in and just steal all their shit. They wouldn't take them to jail. They'd just steal their shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened to me. That's what they did. It's law. It's law. They do what they want, man. I'm telling you, and they don't have no repercussions for anything that they do. If they just get off with a slap on the wrist, Not even that. They just walk. It's like a spit in the face. I mean, disrespectful shit,
Yeah, I watch a lot of videos. I watch more YouTube than I do regular TV. And you have a guy up there that always fucks with the cops. I wish I can remember his name right now.
I know who you're talking about.
But he goes way overboard to get a reaction. So he's goading them. And I don't know if
like
they're
one time the cop was littering.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
He's a crazy dude.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me,
people here.
Anna, real quick, what do I think about the Vegas? I think it was a crazy motherfucker that was shooting. I don't know why yet, but it was just some crazy motherfucker shooting. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Wait, listen, can you hear me?
Kinda. Sean.
Not really. I mean,
I don't think my phone.
I just be like liking other people's videos, reposting.
I say, if you ever want to do a live stream where you just talk about the shit that goes on in Baltimore, I'd happy to have you on for an hour.
So yeah, I wouldn't mind that. That'd be cool.
You got Twitter?
Definitely. Facebook, Instagram.
I don't got either one of those. We'll figure something out. Sean can get it.
All right.
Sean, are you there? Sean seems like he bitched out on us. And it's pretty late here, so I'm gonna Cynics, flat earth or Facebook? I don't get that.
Can you hear me?
Kind of. Very, very low.
Okay, no. I was outside smoking a cigarette.
Oh, dude, you suck as a host, man.
No, you were doing a good job.
I know I am because I'm a good host. Because I know how to do this shit.
I was like, Cynic, hold that shit down. See right now.
No, I don't like blowing my own horn all that much, but I have come to realize I'm not that bad at doing this kind of shit. But it's easy when you have somebody that you can talk to, that you can just ask questions and have them kind of fill in the conversation. Sean, dude, I know you're talking, but I can't hear you at all.
You got that broke ass Xbox, Mike.
Is that what it is? You cheap motherfucker. Go out and buy a real fucking headset. Mister, I build roads.
I hate you so much.
You gotta have some. You can have some headset money.
Yeah. I had to switch mics again. Yeah, I'm tired.
You know, unfortunately, nobody will ever see this because it's so far in your stream. But
no, I put it right up front, asshole. And
there you go.
Edit it.
Yeah, see, I need to do that.
Look at my descriptions. If you look at my descriptions, I literally put "it got better at." And
Dude, I need to. See, I hate downloading.
I'm still learning.
I hate downloading something, especially my podcasts. They're like 4-6 hours long, and my fucking computer can't really handle it. And when I'm trying to break it down.
This will take me. It'll probably be like 4 hours before it uploads. So
what?
Mine
No,
automatically go on.
Yeah.
No, it takes mine forever.
I hate that I can do a live stream and it's up immediately as soon as I'm done. But when I'm trying to upload a video, a fucking 5-minute video will take me 20 minutes to a half hour.
There's times where like this show goes like way off, and I have to like immediately go to a private, make it a private, so then I can edit it. Like the troll ones, those ones I usually have to do because they usually snipe at the end.
Oh, do you use YouTube to edit your videos?
I used to. I can't anymore. I have to use a different one now.
Yeah, I've always used. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, Cyberlink Power Director.
Yeah, but see, Chrome OS only has like three different ones, and they want like $50 a month. Free ones, and those ones are, they take forever to upload. I gotta upload it, edit it, download it, and then upload it again to YouTube. So that's like a 2-day process.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what you're doing wrong, but you're doing something wrong.
Everything. Everything.
I want to see some cool shit.
Always. Screen share his
dead body.
Screen share his
really sick. Hold on.
That's it. Showed us the body or something.
Hey, click on his picture.
The whole fucking it's like the whole fucking alley and shit.
Everything's tagged. Holy shit.
Yeah, the whole shit, yeah.
Put your camera down. I don't want you to get robbed in a camera.
I wish you was daytime about this shit.
Oh, this is like in
That's
a building.
crazy.
This is inside a building?
This is an alley.
Oh, it's an alley.
Why are you in the
It's
alley,
called
man?
Graffiti Alley.
Don't be in the alley.
They got a lot of slick shit in here, like
Hey, I've seen some
crab and shit.
Yeah, I've seen some graffiti that's real art. A lot of it's crap, but
people just like cover people's shit up though,
Crazy.
It's like,
well, that's just shooting from where I'm from.
You got a vest on, right?
Yeah.
Like a
You got
bulletproof.
your running shoes on?
Legendary strap.
I ain't worried about nobody, man.
He does. He
Yeah,
looks like
man.
he's in a Saw movie.
Alley by himself. There's no one around.
Smells like piss in this bitch.
You got a homeless population there?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Hey, it's a lot of homeless people.
Yeah, I gotta.
And the fucked up thing about it is Baltimore is every houses within the city limits is vacant. So 1 in 9 is vacant.
That's crazy, right?
Damn, why don't they
Yeah,
house?
1 in 9, bro. I mean, it's parts on the west side where the whole block is vacant, and there's one person that lives in the block, and it's probably 15, 20 houses in the block. I mean, we had years ago, the fucking house collapsed when he was walking home from school.
Wow.
God damn.
Killed him.
Fuck, man.
Hey. So like
Spoiler
Baltimore, it's just like it's the Democrats, bro. It's the corrupt ass politicians, man.
There you go. There's the smart man right there.
God damn.
Motherfuckers, they selling everybody dreams, and it's like I work with the public, right? So I told man, and the first thing is they get in the car, right? Well, first thing is Baltimore is like a real racist city, right? Because there's no other population but black and white, right? So you have the rich white neighborhood, the poor white neighborhood, and the rest is like mostly all predominantly poor black. And then on the outskirts, you have in the county, you have like the affluent black neighborhoods. But I work with the public, and the first thing, because when they see me, they don't know what I am. I'm Spanish
for a little
shit,
bit.
so
I still don't know what you are.
there's no Spanish community in Baltimore, but I'm like one of the fewest shit. So the first thing they get in the car is they try to fade me out, right? And they'll be like, they'll fucking start talking about Trump and shit, right?
You do look like a white
Like,
boy.
you see, yeah, they'll be like, you see Trump? Okay, no, you know, but
What? Cause
yeah,
you're
it's
light
rough here.
skin.
Huh?
Every time I hear a car, I feel like they're gonna drive by you,
I'm
man.
like by Main Street.
And then how many miles you have to go to work?
Well, I don't
You've
know
been
how
walking
many
for like
miles.
40 minutes.
No, I got like 4 blocks.
Blocks ever. You've been looking forever, dude. Like an hour.
You can see he got his head on a swivel though. He looking around the whole time. You ain't giving me a give,
You got his phone held out. Hell yeah.
And he got a Boston hat on.
Yeah.
That
Gotta
gotta be
keep your head.
Making me nervous. You need to focus. I said, you're making me nervous. You need to focus.
Yeah, I hate to do a video about you getting robbed as I was doing a live stream with you, but I will do that video.
Yo, there's a dude, right? There's a dude, right? He goes around putting like no shoot zones on like bad neighborhoods, and somebody stabbed him in his neck during a live stream.
Really?
Fuck.
His name's Tyrone Coleon.
Why'd they stab him?
He's a rapper from Baltimore.
Trump gets stabbed in the neck.
Yeah, stabbed him in his neck. He lived though, but right on live stream and shit.
Why'd they stab him?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Tyrone's get stabbed in the neck.
Well, I saw this video of this guy who got shot in the neck. And he's like driving himself to the hospital, live streaming, talking about how he gonna get that motherfucker. You know who you are. You should have shot me in the head. Oh, this shit burns.
I'm gonna get in fetal position and cry.
Yeah, why are you live streaming, dude? Get your ass to the hospital.
Nah, I'm gonna cry. Tupac said that shit hurts.
All right, Sean, before I leave, I heard you talking about how there was some kid that was getting it, that's a pussy at football or something, and he wants to quit. And you were kind of like, yeah, fuck him. And you're a coach, right?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna email his mother. Too bad.
No, don't do that. Take the kid, at least give this an attempt. Give him like one specific thing to do in like a play or something.
Just check this out. So today, because Saturday they got their asses kicked bad, and it wasn't because they just played that bad. So today, I gave them the talk. You know, if you guys are here to play, you're here to play. You want to win, you want to blah blah blah. And I told the kids when I started, I'll call you out. If you suck at something, I'm going to tell you suck at it, and we're going to work on it. I talked to Henry. That's the kid. I said, hey, do you want to win? Are you here to have fun, or are you trying to win? And he said, I want to win. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then basically I told him, I was like, you know, we're going to toughen you up, because this is one of those kids that will fall every play and act like the world's over. So I told him to toughen him up, blah, blah, blah. And he said, yeah. And then I got the email about 45 minutes later when I got home.
How old is the kid?
Wait, what?
How old is the kid?
They're what? I'm competitive, man. I make my son do twice as much. I know he went home and probably was like, Dad, this, Dad, that. Right? I know, because hang on. Because I know he said something.
Okay, well, back to my original point before you went on this long ass monologue. Give the kid give the kid like certain little plays. Is he offense or defense?
Oh, no, he plays. I make him rush the quarterback every play.
Okay, so that's all he has to do. Is he not good at rushing the quarterback?
I don't know, but that's what he does. I have to put him in. He plays. I don't know what. Dude, check this. I have 7 kids, and it's 6 on 6. So there's always one kid out.
Yeah, I know how. Yeah, you have to put one in. Yeah. Oh, so you guys play Iron Man football?
yeah, basically. And so I'm supposed to put this kid that cries every play in. I can't do it.
Well, no, not every play, of course not. I mean, if he's the weak link, you don't put him in, but you don't. I mean, because I remember playing sports, and you always had that guy who wasn't that great, but you could, but at least my coaches were able to put him into like one specific thing that made him kind of get better at other things. And it just sounded like you were giving up on him. I just don't want you to give up on the
Oh no, I'm not giving up on him. I'm a realist.
I know, but you can't be realist with 8-year-olds, buddy. You gotta be a little kind.
No. Trust me. That's how I watched my brother do it, and I coached exactly like my brother. That's all there is to it. My only real thing I'm there for. No, listen. The only thing I'm really there for is to make little white kids cry.
Are you good at it at least?
Oh fuck yeah, I'm great at it.
Okay. Well, you're going to be good at something, or you're going to do something. At least be good at it.
What it is my son. He's exceptional at sports. So and honestly, I'm his coach because last season I didn't like how he was coached. So I feel I'm a better coach for him. But that also means I have to involve myself with other kids. So
you have like an assistant coach?
No, I'm just by myself. I can't
really.
That was what the problem is. Last season, the head coach was a really good coach, but the defensive coach sucked. And he was also one of those type of guys that like every play, even if they really messed up, it was a good job. You'll get him next time, buddy, type of guy every day. So they never learned. So
you can find an assistant coach that doesn't do that. You know that, right?
Yeah, but this is my first season coaching too, so I was like, okay. I can do it myself. I get it now, but I'm competitive, and I made it clear to the parents I'm competitive. They understand. All the kids are good, except for the one. Now,
except for the fat little white one.
No, he's like brittle. I call him. He's more of a brittle kid.
Oh, is he a skinny guy?
Oh yeah, he's a tiny little guy, and he just falls everywhere, and like he falls and he like holds his arm or his leg. And
does he just not want to be there?
I don't think he does. I think his parents want him to do a sport
and making him do it.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. If he doesn't want to be there, because seriously, to make him even usable, I have to put so much effort every practice to just him. And I got 7 kids that have potential to be good that I'm now being taken away from. So right. Do I put all my effort to this one kid, or do I give him 30% and the other kids 70%?
Well, you go out and you find an assistant coach.
No, that's not going to happen.
You need one, buddy. It's not like a negative thing. Get a little minion that thinks like you and will do what you want.
Well, it's just.
I have those. Dude, those are great people.
You know what? The next we have practice on Thursday. I'll video. I'll make a little video so you can see. It's bad. It's real bad. And then the worst part is his dad doesn't do sports at all, gives him ideas. This is what you should do. So he's rushing, and we're playing flag. So he rushes, and he puts his hands up to block the ball. Now, I played 14 years of flag football, and I've got enough elbows in my face to know how to rush. So I'm explaining to this kid, do not put your hands up. And he looked at me like I was crazy. So, dude, you'll see. Thursday, guaranteed Thursday, you'll go, I'll email the mother.
Okay, as an outsider who isn't like a big known flag football person. No, I'm definitely that. Why wouldn't you put your hands up? When I play defense, yeah, that's what. Well, not like you rush at him with your hands up the whole time, but like if you see him start throwing, tackle, right? You put your hands up.
Okay, but you play tackle, right?
Yeah.
That means you rushed off the line the whole 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had backup. Well, in flag football, usually there's only one kid rushing, and you have to go for the flags.
Oh, okay.
So when your hands are up, you're further away from his waist. So
Right.
it does
It's
take away
harder to
from it.
move
Yeah.
to get him. Yeah, no, that
It's
makes
not like
sense.
you can just run into him and things happen. You have to put your hands all the way back down. And if you can't pull flags already, last thing I want you to do is take your hands away even further.
Right. No, that's right. Well,
But
when the quarterback start throwing it, that's when you get your hands up and try to jump. And
no, I get
of
exactly what
course,
you're
if
saying.
he
That's why
fakes you out, that sucks. I always hated when people did that pump fake shit.
Oh yeah, well, see, that's the thing. I know because I was D line the whole every all the football I've ever played my whole life. I was D line, so I know how a quarterback thinks. So that's another reason I don't want you to put your hands up, because you're not going to be able to maneuver like you think you will with your hands in the air. And that's exactly what I teach my quarterbacks to do. Let them come to you. Let them come to you at full top speed, because what all you got to do is take one step to the side, and he's going to fly right by you.
Not always.
And
he can knock the shit out of you if he doesn't.
Because, well, that's tackle. You don't break down in tackle.
Oh,
you
you're
break
talking
down
about
in
flag. Okay.
Yeah, so there's different concepts to it.
See, the kind of coach I would be, I'd have that hitman that during the game, if I could take one player out from the other team.
Check this. So I shouldn't say this right now because I'm going to get in trouble for it. So the last game we played, the coach of the team we played is the director of this flag football league. And his kids decided to play physical. Now, this is a rule that you're not supposed to play physical, but these kids did. So, a couple other parents may have noticed it.
Yeah. So what happens in that situation then?
Oh, the next time we play them, we make it clear you're not getting physical with us.
Oh, okay.
Now this is the trip. So I have huddles with the kids, and I tell them I keep it real with them. And without talking to the parents, the two of the other kids' dads let me know, hey, you can use them.
Really?
If you need to. Yeah, so I had to talk with the kids today, because there's 7 of them. I made it very clear to the other 4, you do not do this. But you 3, my son and the 2 other kids, the next time we play those kids, you don't let them disrespect us. So yes, next time we play the Giants, they will understand why that will not happen again. Or I told them if it ever happens again, it doesn't matter the team, but next time we play the Giants in 3 weeks, they will know they were not playing that game. We're not going to happen.
I know they don't wear helmets, so this wouldn't work for them. But anytime I was in a game and somebody was pissing me off, I'd always I'd slap their helmet right where the ear hole is.
Oh, yeah, I remember doing that when I played high school.
Oh, it's so illegal, but it will pop their ear.
Oh, see, that's the thing. Like I said, I played a lot of years, and I played with big dudes. My brother's a big guy. Like, I played with ex NFL players, college O linemen. So I mean, I know how to handle myself, and I'm not a big guy. So
you're real.
I know that I'm not a little asshole.
I can put you in the pocket.
You just that big dickhead. But but I know how to handle myself. I know the tricks. You know, I know how to be an asshole in flag football. So I got to teach him. Sean knows already. My son, he already knows, but I got to teach how to really do it. And
so your son is junior?
No, I'm Sean Paul. He's Sean Michael.
Still, it's like the wrestler?
Yes, but no.
Oh, what do you mean yes, but no?
Because he took my name, and my ex, her dad's name was Michael.
Oh,
so.
I thought you named him after a professional wrestler.
Dude, I'm not an asshole. I'm not gonna have a Trevor or a.
If I had a
Skyler, I don't do that.
I'd call him Bray Wyatt, and then my last name, of course.
See, I feel bad for you. Man.
No, I wouldn't really do that.
Pissed.
Why? Girls are great.
No, I'm fucking not like that. Because
fuck you, dude. What's wrong with my kids?
Put my girl problem with football. They can play. Yeah,
we can
I hate kids.
About this.
I'll fight over it. I hate kids. So
my littlest one. If they had football in kindergarten, my littlest one would whoop the shit out of people.
Which one's the rock one?
Which one? What?
The race in the rock. racing
Oh,
and then
my
throws the
oldest
rock.
one.
That is, I've heard you tell that story twice. It is the greatest story I've ever. I love that story. It is
Yeah,
awesome.
it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, what I'm gonna do is next time, like, Rod, I need you to just do like a small excerpt video telling that story because I got a buddy that does animation and I want him to do it.
Oh yes, okay, I'm in.
That would be so awesome. I think you were telling someone the story last time I was on, and the second you started, I got in my seat and I got ready for it. It was the best thing ever.
Yeah, my kids are great. And my oldest, she's really smart. She's in a lot of like advanced classes, and she has homework all the goddamn time. That school just gives her shit ton of homework, but she's also got like that smart ass attitude like I do, so she can handle herself pretty well.
Okay, yeah. It's kids, man. See, some kids I guess are cool.
I got three amazing, kick ass, cool kids.
No, I'm smart. I only had the one.
Yeah, that is smart actually.
I tell everyone, I'm like, usually like the birth of your child is like the moment that you always remember. Mine
Okay.
is the last time I had to wipe my son's ass.
That's an amazing day, ain't it?
It was better than his birth by far.
The day that my last kid went and walked into the bathroom by herself and went to potty, and I was like, oh my God, yes, thank fucking God.
So much better than birth.
Just
So
diaper cost. Fuck me.
Holy crap. See, the only good thing is he never peed on me. I always said if he ever peed on me, I was going to pee on him back. But he never did. So I was cool. But the day I stop we're having a flushing problem now. But the day I don't care. I'll deal with that. I'll flush that toilet every time he leaves it if I have to. As long as I never have to touch his ass again.
My kid loves flushing the toilet, and she will put anything in there to watch it go down. I've had to unclog my toilet probably 7 times.
No, mine won't flush it for nothing. Nothing.
Dude, that's
He's
good.
like, he don't even care.
Be happy.
I'll say, Sean, flush the toilet. He won't even, he'll come out 2 minutes later and look at me like, what?
How old at this point?
He's 10.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
he's
still
dropping
doing
bombs
it?
like Hiroshima. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, dude, you gotta be grounded for this. I got a 4-year-old.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. We're not the type of parents that do that.
Oh, dude, you gotta ground.
First of all, here's what it is. The way I see it is, and this is how my dad rolled. And then they get older, and then they do something really bad, and you compile all he's ever done, and you put it into one fist, and you put it in his chest. That's what I'm waiting for.
Okay, that's violence. That's like go to jail. Why would you do that?
Okay, so I'm getting outed right now. So I used to spank him, but I haven't spanked him in, it's probably been about 3 or 4 years.
Some kids need to be spanked.
No, hey, I have, seriously, I have probably the best, most respectful kid there is. He does not get in trouble. He'll hang out with dumb kids and still not get in trouble. I've had his friends tell me how nice of a kid he is. Like his bad friends tell me.
Yeah.
So man, my son is great. I can't complain except for the toilet part.
Yeah, I'd rather have a kid that's a smart ass than somebody who gets in trouble and is addictive.
No, yeah. He has a good head on his shoulders. He's not one of those kids that are like, I'll throw this rock and then maybe get in trouble. He does not do that stuff.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. I'm so happy.
My youngest will go, when we're in the store and stuff, they say hi to everybody, and it's almost bad.
No, I
you're talking
push my kid to say hi.
I don't push them to say hi. They just do it. My kids are very polite.
My son will be around people he's been around his whole life, and almost act like they're not even there.
Well,
not
yeah, he's
rude,
10. Yeah, he's 10.
Yeah.
My kids are 4 and 6. And 12.
Man, that's too many kids.
My 12-year-old, she'll if you give her a phone, she'll just sit down and watch that phone.
See, my dad got him an iPad when he was 4.
Oh,
so
wow.
he's been iPhone savvy since then. That's what
Oh
he does.
yeah, my kids will take my phone and my tablet. They know how to work it better than I do.
Oh yeah, I've had to ask him a few times. How do you do that?
They've done shit to like where they like changed the background so I couldn't really see anything. So I gotta go to them. And you're like, what the fuck you do?
No, what upsets me is he got the iPad at 4, then from 4 to about 8, then he hit 8, and like all of a sudden he started dropping everything.
Yeah, Sean in the chat
So-
room. Yeah,
Yeah, so
pedophiles.
she's
Is Sean like an enemy?
Well,
the guy in the chat room.
see. I'm not worried. I'm not. No, not at all.
Well, he called me retarded, so I didn't know if he was joking or if he was. Well, I guess I am a little retarded,
It's
but
a she. No, you. Yeah, I was gonna say you're retarded.
just a little.
No,
bit.
not at all.
Well, I was fine until I met you, and then boy, my brain cells just left me.
I've heard a lot.
All right, buddy, I gotta get off here. I don't got anything to do. I'm tired of talking to you.
Yeah, and that's how I usually like to end these things.
Yeah, that guy. I have to figure out how to get him on.
Yeah, hey,
Be interesting to
legendary.
talk to
Wait,
somebody.
you're talking about legendary, right?
Yeah, the guy from Baltimore.
Yeah, he's a very cool dude. Very cool, smart,
very
dude,
laid back.
cool.
I like that
dude.
guy.
The other guy, Ed. No, don't do it.
I'd
I'll tell
have
you right
Ed.
now.
I'd have Ed on
No.
my.
Nope. Okay,
Dude, you don't know. I'm a
that's
creator,
all you.
Sean. I'm a creator. I
No.
understand how people love to hear crazy people talk to one another.
Hey, okay. So you had that one Cynthia chick on, but have you actually had a actual conscious community black dude on your show?
No, I've never had Cynthia on my channel.
Okay.
I did have
Oh,
I did have a guy that was like a black Hebrew Israelite, even though he kept on saying he wasn't.
No, they're not bad at all. They just everyone's
yes,
all
they
about the high almighty guy.
No, they're racist as well. Okay, there's different kind of groups. Some aren't really racist. The guy who actually started all of that wasn't a racist, really, person at all. And somebody else kind of turned it into this racist rhetoric, like the New York guys.
Okay, well, Ed comes from the conscious community where if you're not them, you are a coon. That's where like
Oh yeah,
like they're bad. And I'm telling you
Yeah,
what you just saw was the mild version of Ed. He gets real bad. Like,
see, you're like scared of
Yeah.
it. I'm not scared of it.
oh no, don't say that. I'm not scared of it. I just like Ed, and I like you a little bit. And I like the vibe over at your spot. Legendary, he'll fit in there. Ed, he will not fit in there. It will be bad.
Well,
It'll be very bad.
because you
And
wouldn't be
then
able to.
all your
You wouldn't be able to
then
control.
all your
yourself.
exactly all your semi-racist people will they'll all become that kid that was on your show the other night.
You think so? Well, I don't
I
want
think
to turn
so.
a bunch of
Dude.
people into that. So
I'll send you a video. I'll send you a little excerpt of his angry side.
Really?
You let me know. Yeah, it's
Well,
bad.
I could-
It's bad.
I could.
That's why when you guys started talking and he started talking, I started jumping in between you guys talking because I saw him getting there.
Stop that, man. Let me do my thing.
No,
Not on
I'm
my
not gonna be
channel.
there for that shit. Yeah, I'll give you the direction to go find
Well-
yourself some of that
Well, I
shit.
could definitely tell you somebody that doesn't like somebody disagreeing with him or pointing out where he's wrong.
Ooh. He thinks, we're not gonna do that right here because I think he listens. I'm not gonna piss him off.
Oh no, I
But yeah,
said this
he's-
to him. I have no problem saying this to
he's-
him.
Who you talk to is not Ed from the conscious community. That wasn't him. He pops out though, and that it's annoying. It's more just so ridiculous.
Oh, you're talking about somebody different. Well, I don't know.
No,
your
same
people.
guy, but he's someone different. Ed, the guy that was in here, he flat
Well,
Earth Ed.
which guy? The
The
guy that
from
said that.
earlier.
I know there was two people earlier. Like when I first jumped on, and I don't know, he was talking.
Dude, the only guy that nonstop and wouldn't let you talk. He kept trying to talk over you.
Well, the guy that you kicked out, or the guy that you didn't kick out?
Oh no, that's Jay. Jay's cool. He's young. He's a young guy. He's cool. We just fuck with each other a lot. It's like war. We're at a little bit of a friendly war right now where we're fucking with each other. The other guy is Ed, the one with the afro, the one that looks like he's from the conscious community.
Okay. Yeah.
He's the one that will turn 0 to 1,000 in a heartbeat. It's ridiculous.
See, and a lot of those people, once you start like debunking or disagreeing with their point, they won't let you finish. So they just jump in and say, well, usually nothing. They usually just say the same damn thing over and over again and give terrible examples.
He doesn't do that. He'll do it maybe once or twice, and then he just goes 0 to 100, and then it has nothing to do with what you're talking about. It's just shit.
Yeah. See, those can be interesting if they're like on my channel where I can mute them and try to reel them in.
I do it, but I go to their channels to do that. Let them on my panel.
You can't mute them.
Yeah,
on somebody else's panel.
I can leave the channel.
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
They don't boot me. I just talk shit. Yeah, but yeah, this we obviously are both done with this because we're just ranting. We just did a half hour about our kid.
Dude, that's like, if you notice, my podcasts are like that. The last hour, just nothing. Yeah, just nothing but bullshit.
But there'll be it's actually the best though.
Yeah, there'll be gems here and there that are really good points or a good conversation.
Yeah, but
yeah, I'm done talking.
And so yeah, we're done.
I'm sick of you, Sean, but it's always been fun.
I have no idea. Yes, sir. When you guys are
gonna come by somewhere?
Be streaming soon?
We always do it like Fridays, Saturdays.
All right. Well, shit, usually send me something, so I'll see it.
Well, I was going to do one today over that Las Vegas thing, but I fell asleep, and when I woke up, you did this.
Don't do it. Why? That shit's YouTube is so saturated.
Yeah, but
well, then we gotta remember though. My side of the Vegas thing is shrouded with fucking. It's a hoax and all this shit.
Yeah, so dude, I knew that was coming immediately. And when that dude said that this morning on your show, and you obviously weren't very happy with it,
it's.
I felt for you.
Yeah,
I was like,
I've been dealing with that all day. It's like the main show you've been exposed. That the whole show is about that, and I was just like, whatever.
Yeah,
that's probably why I fell asleep.
I really don't like that shit because some of those parents are going to run into that kind of shit, or family members or friends. And they're like, what the fuck's he talking about? My guy actually died. And he's like, it's a hoax. They're actors.
And we got into it later in the day, and it was like, there's a bunch of them that talk, and it's like, dude, have you ever even shot a gun in your life? Like, they're trying to say, you can't shoot like that from the 32nd floor. I'm like, have you ever shot an automatic fucking gun in your life?
Now you know.
Sniper rifle. I'm like, yeah, you're right. That's how he got so many rounds off. God.
That's how you know, or now you know how like Professor Stick feels with you. All right, buddy, I'm out of here.
I'm not that bad. All right. Yeah, send me that tweet when you guys go on again. And I'll hang out until what's your face gets off, and then I'll come on.
No, you're coming on if she's there. I won't let you on unless she's in there.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
All right, cool. Have a good night. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Just kind of popped up out of nowhere. I know, because I have to figure out how to. I don't do all the settings and stuff right yet. But I'll figure it out, and then you'll be able to hear me a lot better on here. So that means you're coming back, right? You have to get was it Google Chrome or Google Hangouts panel? Here, the channel. Obviously, you saw when it went live, right? and it's weird because there's a huge delay in everything. So I'm probably like 3 sentences ahead of what you're hearing. Hang on. If I just don't talk and I'll do this, it'll make it easier. I'm not talking right now because there's a lag.